Damn, who would have known? Who would have known? Oh, I'm so angry. I got myself messing up over here. We won. I won. I won. The ruling is in our favor. Their motion for a little emergency petition is denied, and our motion, my motion, I'm speaking for me now because the disrespect is on a level 10 and I'm not down with it. But it's finally over. It is finally over. Oh, literally shaken. Couldn't believe it. It's about damn time that this is over with. Motion to dismiss. All right. This is all the footnotes. This is what the judge wrote. So I'm just going to read it really quick. Go to the parts that matter. Listen, I am I later? Did I miss something? No, I'm just starting. Thank you all so much. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you, Angel. Thank you. This is what happens when you try to file frivolous lawsuits against people. The amount of stress you have put us through, the amount of bullshit filings you have flooded the courtroom with, the amount of money, time, and energy that you have wasted, the attention you took off Sebastian's back, the lies that we were facing jail time, that you had Bruce Castor involved, that all these things were going to happen. I was going to go to jail and owe all this money and blah, blah, blah. It's over with. It's over with. Your little front, your little fraud, your little LARP is done with. It's all done with. So the judge writes, by blah, 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 blah. 2 named podcaster defendants and 50 unnamed DOE defendants made on publicly accessible online YouTube platforms, where several of the plaintiffs themselves have accessed and on which panels, live shows, or chat rooms plaintiffs and plaintiffs' counsels have participated, give rise to no fewer than 47 purported causes of action under various state and federal criminal and civil states and Pennsylvania common law. The complaint does not seek damages for the alleged wrongful conduct. Rather, it seeks to preclude defendants from hosting their podcasts and to enjoin various forms of speech and or conduct. Indeed, at least one of the plaintiffs has stated expressly that he intended to file a lawsuit without regard to whether he would win, but solely to cause the defendants to incur fees and defendant against it. Nick Casfresu posted on live chat, "We're not asking for money, etc. If they end the nonsense Monday, they could be settled by Tuesday." The YouTube broadcasters and podcasters do not dispute that they have discussed the search for the missing child during their shows. Indeed, all parties agree that, as summarized by the court during oral argument, Ms. Sang and Ms. Trude host true crime podcasts that are broadcast on the internet. And on those podcasts, like any podcast, they take calls, they make comments, they express opinions about crimes, investigations, and incidents. By and through the motions before the court, however, defendants assert that the topics which they comment on their podcast from are public sources, and as a result, the motions assert that the lawsuits have to be dismissed because it's public speech. Fucking right we did. Oh my God, I'm missing everybody. I'm sorry. It's overwhelming. We won it. We won the anti-SLAPP. I won the anti-SLAPP. This is the judge ruling on the anti-SLAPP of why we win it. Because you can't go around and throw people in a how's that for federal lawsuit, Betty? This means they pay us our attorney fees, yes. If you want me to get back to this and read this all at a different time, I can. I'll just let you know that we get our the complaint is dismissed in its entirety with prejudice. Plaintiffs are responsible jointly and severally for all and shall pay defendants attorney fees, court costs, and expenses of litigation and costs, as required by 42 PA, which is triple. They have to pay triple. Each of them have to pay triple. Oh. Pennsylvania's anti-SLAPP statute provides that a party may move to recover attorney fees, court costs, and expenses of litigation. We requested such an award as clear that if, as here, a court finds that a party is immune under section 8340.15, then the court shall award the immune party attorney fees, court costs, and expenses of litigation, jointly and severally against each adverse party that asserted the cause of action. That's you, Dog the Bounty Hunter. That's you, Nick the Hat. That's you, Hong Z. That's you, Julie Valenti. That's you, Brittany Nicole Jackson. That's you, Andrea Griffin. That's you, Tony Mathis. That's you, Seth Rogers. That's you, At Night Media. That's all of you. Oh, I'm trying. If anybody wants to come up, you're welcome to come up. I'll be going after anything to get it. That's government checks, whatever she has. I don't care. All this of months and months of me having to hear people tell me that I should have just shut up, of months of people telling me that I'm going to go to jail, hung over there saying the anti-SLAPP is frozen. They have to rule on our bullshit. You played with the courts, you fucked around, and you found out. Hey, 3Es, where are you at, you weird fucks? Check this one out. Denied. You're denied. Their little, what do we want to call this? Little protective order you swore was going to have a court hearing? Denied. This case relates to online podcasts. This court determines that plaintiff's March 26 motion lacks merit. That motion requests emergency injunctive relief based on alleged conduct at the February 18, 2025 court hearing, which the motion suggests is violative of Pennsylvania criminal statute. This court has reviewed all 107 pages thereof, the 505 paragraphs and accompanying 446 exhibits, and finds that not one page, not one paragraph, not one exhibit allows the court to conclude that any named defendant engaged in any unauthorized recording or broadcasting. There is no such gag order issued by the undersigned or any other Delaware County Court of Common Pleas judge in the above caption. Fuck you, pay me. Delaware County Court of Common Pleas judge in the above caption. Well, you have to mute YouTube. Oh, I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed, but I'm so relieved, but I'm like shaking, but I'm angry. Oh, shut the fuck up, 10-point defender. Hey, crafty girl.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either, hon. And I have to tell you, I've been literally sobbing here. I'm so...
It's not, it is over. This is literally over. This is done. It's dismissed without prejudice. They owe us. They get nothing further. They can't refile it. They can't drag me through another court hearing. They can't do nothing. It is over. It's done. What do you mean it's not over? It's as over as it gets. The only thing that comes up next is the court hearing where I'm demanding every single one of you fucking plaintiffs have to come to PA. Tell me it's not over. So I can get a ruling on what they owe me.
That's right.
Oh my God. I can't believe it. I mean, we knew it was coming, right? Like, there's no doubt. I knew there was no way this judge wasn't going to see through it, but there was still a chance. Whose dog toy? Crafty. Throw your dog in another room. We won, Apple Bottom, yeah. You didn't want to get out when you could have gotten out, Brittany. Nope, you wanted to triple and double down, right? 20 years in jail? Hey, IB Jewelry.
I prayed so hard for this. And
Me too. Thank you.
I'm not even an overly religious stop. I'm not even overly religious person, but I just wasn't going to give up. Justice had to prevail. We've seen it start yesterday, and now this. This is a glorious week. This is the way it should be. This is what the courts are for, and they're doing it right. This nonsense has to stop.
Right. It does. And I want you all to know this is the first successful anti-SLAPP in Pennsylvania. Nick said months ago, back in November, that they were going to make case law. You made it, baby. You made it. You made case law. You will forever go down Joseph Lasniak as the first son of a bitch that was ballsy enough to try to step on somebody's freedom of speech.
That's right.
Hope you're proud. And I hope every person that goes to hire you sees that. Oh my God, what the crap. Holy shit, thank you. Whew. Yeah, how's that, Nick? How's that for skunk? You thought that we were just going to sit down and bend over and take your little bullshit LARPing?
Your followers have been rooting for you so long, and I'm so happy to see them all celebrating with you.
Yeah, it really means a lot. Thank you all for being here.
You know what? I'm going to step down because I'm very emotional right now. I'm just so proud of you because you have displayed enormous strength and determination where most people would have given up and given in. Be proud of yourself.
Thank you.
You put a good display for your children on fighting for the right. And you set a precedent in the state of Pennsylvania so that this is an example of what can't happen again.
It should never be able to happen.
So
thank you, Crafty.
You and I have a date together. We will choose a time, okay?
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
And I'm going to treat you to a whole day, okay?
Thank you, Crafty.
Okay. Love you, girl.
Love you too. Thank you.
I'm going to step down now, okay?
All right. Hey, Jason.
Look at you, you little lawyer.
I told you. How many people said, just shut up? She should have just shut up.
I know. I was scared. I'm like, she should just be quiet. Shut up. But
listen, Jason, if they would have sent me a cease and desist and gave me forewarning, I would have shut up. But you don't come knocking down my house door and tell me I'm shutting up. That's the problem.
I mean, you did the right thing. You guys fought back hard and you won.
Yeah.
Now they look crazy.
They do look crazy. Look at all this the judge wrote. Even right here. Last, the court addresses the fact, as noted here and above, that the complaint identifies At Night LLC in the caption and the identification of the parties, but makes not one factual allegation by one or on behalf of At Night, nor does it assert any count or claims against any defendant on this plaintiff's behalf. There is no claim by plaintiff At Night Media as a matter of law, and the complaint identifies Dog Dwayne Chapman in the caption and identification of the parties, but makes not one factual allegation or claim against any defendant. There could be no claim. With respect to plaintiff Hong Z, all purported counts against the defendants in the complaint are criminal in nature. Further, the purported count under a criminal statute concerning danger and the welfare of a child relates to the missing Tennessee boy, not plaintiff's whatever his name is, child. Therefore, this purported cause of action fails as a matter of law. Similarly, the complaint alleged counts on behalf of plaintiff Hong, Brittany, Griffin, and O'Donnell, who I still don't fucking know who she is, for violations of Section 2709, the criminal section of the statute prohibiting cyber stalking a child. Idiots, cyber stalking a child. Once again, the allegation and complaint regarding purported cyber stalking pertain to the Miss Tennessee child, not any of these specific plaintiff's children. Therefore, these claims fail as a matter of law for all these reasons.
So it says, although the text from Plaintiff Mathis clarifying in its brutal honesty, we don't need to prove that this lawsuit is precisely the kind that his legislature sought to curb. The complaint itself has all the hallmarks of SLAPP. It's 83 pages, 350 paragraphs, and 300 pages of unattached exhibits. The complaint fails, utterly fails to adhere to the most basic rules of pleadings in the state, forcing the defendants and this court to wade through its nonsensical claims to decipher the nature of the allegations against the plaintiff's claims at the defendant. The right to free speech to fail to allege any kind of requisite particularity of the context of the actual statements made. Oh my God. That's, I mean, they called it absurd.
It is. The whole thing has been absurd.
Pretty,
the whole thing.
That's quite a summary. Wow. And it didn't adhere to any type of legal filing. It was a mess, that suit. It was so long. It made no sense.
Look, here's Andrea Bullhorn Betty. Plaintiff Andrea Griffin's purported claim of interference with prospective business also fails for lack of any specific facts to establish this claim.
Good Lord. That is brutal. You must be so relieved right now.
Complaints must be pled with specificity and not simply provide a cursory ground for the tort that the defendant is alleged to have violated. Defendant's repeatedly defamatory remarks, encouragement of harassment against Ms. Griffin constitute such improper conduct, prevent her from securing work and maintaining professional relationships.
She was rambling on yesterday that it's her job, and I'm yelling at the phone like, this is not your job. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Here goes Brittany's claim, right? The few quotations of purported statement a defendant sang that are contained in a complaint that Miss Griffin is a tragedy pimp or a grifter, and or that Miss Jackson was worthless and lazy, do not allow the court to conclude that there is a cognizable, I don't know what that is, defamation claim. Further, none of the plaintiffs has pled that actions or statements of defendants have caused them to seek a medical diagnosis or treatment. Anybody recall a big red hen over there saying that it's protected by HIPAA?
Yeah.
Oh, it turns out you actually have to back this shit up with actual proof. Yeah.
There are only threadbare allegations that these plaintiffs suffered any emotional or mental anguish. They have failed to establish prima facie case to recover for IIED and counts all of them. And these claims are dismissed. Wow.
Dismissed with prejudice.
With prejudice.
Never to be filed against us again.
Is there anything in here about Seth?
Oh yeah, there's quite a few. I'm just going through it now. I didn't know I had to race barbecue to YouTube, given she's a TikToker, so forgive me. I would have been more prepared.
I thought there was other lives scheduled.
Yeah. Queen called me, but I straight up told her I think it's disrespectful and fuck barbecue for it. But you know, it's disrespectful.
Is barbecue on YouTube?
No, she's a TikToker. She's a TikToker.
Does she have a channel over here though?
She does.
Oh.
But she asked if she could use Queen's.
Oh, she's going on Queen's panel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And Queen called me to say to me, like, hey, just wanted to make sure you know. And I said, yeah, I know, but you know, I still think it's extremely disrespectful. I'm not going to back down from that. It's extremely disrespectful. Barbecue can take her shit back to TikTok. Now that I'm cut across from her, I'll let you all know. I don't like her. You've probably figured that out by now, Barbecue. I don't fucking like you. I think you've done a lot of fucked up shit. Getting a clip about you faking emails from Hong was one of them. You've done nothing but taunt this litigation around like it was your proudest fucking moment. And then you would try to mimic things about being stressed out and being this and being that, but you fucking loved it. You loved every minute of it. It was your place on a panel. It was your fucking recognition in a chat. You made it a big fucking game and a mockery. I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. Now I really don't fuck with you because you stepped all over my fucking toes, okay? Now I really don't like you. Disrespectful as shit.
Yeah, you should definitely be able to be the first one to come out.
Yeah, if she wanted a YouTube panel to go on to praise that she won, she should have came on mine. You don't disrespect me like that and think I'm taking it lightly.
Yeah, you definitely should have done it together. That would have been good.
Yeah. But she's been paying all month to have that place up there for that day. So bless it be. Go for it.
I just wanted to come say congrats. You deserve it. This was fucked up. Hopefully they learn a lesson, but at night doesn't seem like it's learning any lessons. It looks like they're preparing more blip boards right now. So
well, not only that, but they're threatening litigation against other people too.
Oh. Who else?
Oh yeah. Now they're coming after everybody else.
Oh. The other 50 John Does, whoever.
Yeah. Well, now they're telling they're going after the Tennessee people. So now it's Chloe and Cletus's turn. It's the Proudfoot's turns. Yeah, you know.
Hopefully the attorneys, I mean the courts see this and they'll use this as an example that it was already.
This is case law now, Jason. This is the first successful anti-SLAPP in Pennsylvania state law. This will always go down as referenced anytime anybody goes forward and files for a SLAPP. This will be referenced. This case right here.
That really sucks for them. And did you see that Lesniak has his name on those billboards too? What is this man doing?
Lesniak and Dog and Nick. Those billboards aren't to advertise for Sebastian. They make him look like a delinquent on the run. Is what they do.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If people don't know that he's missing by looking at those billboards, you think Dog the Bounty Hunter is looking for a teenage criminal,
right? I mean, that's the way it read. You laughing now? Here's Seth Rogers, another one. Betty, Brittany Jackson, Seth Rogers, Christina O'Donnell purports to state claims of intentional infliction of emotional distress. The conduct must be extreme and outrageous. Conduct must be intentional or reckless. It must be emotional distress. Distress must be severe. Moreover, the plaintiff's complaint must demonstrate to the court that the conduct of the defendant was so outside the bounds of decency that the conduct was atrocious and not tolerated by civilized persons. Saying fuck you is part of my fucking freedom of speech. They have failed to plead with clarity. Yeah. It's unbelievable, Jason. I can't believe this.
How many pages is this?
Look, it's it's a lot. 26 pages.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
When you first brought it up, it looked like it was like 4 pages. I'm like, wow, they dismissed that with a summary, didn't they?
Nope, 26 pages, because we know that they're going to try to appeal it. And when they appeal it, it's going to be extradited through the appeal court, and they have to put down a bond, like a money amount, to ensure that if our speech is being treaded on again, we're guaranteed some type of money in that moment.
See this right here, this is so interesting.
Yeah, do you want to read this part?
Sure. It says, as to plaintiffs Griffin and Jackson only, the complainant identifies, let me move to my Wi-Fi, purported direct quotations of the purported defamatory statements of only defendant Sang. Griffin claims to have been defamed by Sang by the statements of tragedy pimp and grifter. Miss Jackson claims to have been defamed by Sang in the statements that she was a lazy, wasteful piece of shit, and that Sang stated, "You won't ever catch me driving with my kids unbuckled and standing up." There is no identification of a specific time. So they just said it. They didn't put the time. They didn't record you. They didn't submit that properly or whatever.
No, but my attorney made sure to put the time and the year, and that she was well past. It was well over a year ago. Matter of fact, it was after she alleged that I called her kid's school.
Mm-hmm.
And I responded because then my kid's school got a call. So that's what she tried referencing a year ago.
Okay. But there is no identification of specific times when these statements were said or any evidence other than the bald allegations not verified by Plaintiff Jackson or Griffin, corroborating the suggestion that these statements were made by Brittany. There is also no reference to
Am I scrolling? Sorry.
who heard these purported statements and how these statements were said, or that they caused any actionable damage to either plaintiff, Griffin, or Jackson. She makes a very vague and general allegation that of defendant saying and calling Jackson a lazy, wasteful piece of shit.
You
caused
lazy, wasteful piece of shit. Sorry. I wanted to make sure she heard it again.
Caused humiliation, damage to her personal or professional reputation, and affected her professional standing. The
Professional.
complaint does not otherwise describe Ms. Jackson's purported professional reputation. Further, the complainant does not have cannot identify any person who heard the statement or describe how these purported statements have caused a loss of plaintiff's credibility. Again, such specifically is required under Rule 1019. So backing it up and having witnesses and affidavits and all of that was required, and they just put together this 350-page mess.
Like every attorney I've spoken with, and I'll never forget the first one who took the time to sit down and read this. He called me back and he said, that is crackpot ramblings. He said, it is insane. He said, it is jumbled together. He said, it doesn't make any sense. And I'm so sorry that you have to go through this.
Mr. Taterhead, the fuck around and find out was towards everybody. It wasn't towards Granny and Barbecue.
No, it was towards it was every creator, it was every subscriber, it was anybody who ever had a disagreeing opinion with them, is what they were saying to everybody.
Yeah.
The amount of
50 others listed, and I have said many times, I was up here with Granny talking shit about many times I was. And then I said, oh, this doesn't get me anywhere. This is horrible. I gotta go. And then the lawsuit came out right after that. So
yep. And that one attorney I spoke with, he said, unfortunately, my schedule's so tied up that I can't take on your case. And he said, but I want you to remember. And I fucking remembered it throughout all of this. And it's going to make me cry thinking of it again. But he said, you're not crazy. They are.
Yeah.
Don't give in.
Yeah, you kept fighting it and you won. So.
With the help of all of you. So thank you again for making me able to fight this, because I could have never done it without you all.
Yeah, your community has really supported you through all of it.
Oh my God, they're the only reason I could fight this, both financially and emotionally. I was giving up. The last 2 weeks I was done. I said, I'm done. I can't afford anymore. Just tell them I'm done. Oh, I'm so glad that we did it, because...
Were you shocked this morning? Like, did you just... this morning?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Right before I clicked live, I just found out. I didn't even have time to read this, look at it. I haven't spoken to my attorney yet, nothing.
Wow. That's amazing.
And then here we go. Brittany again. A limited purpose public figure. You want to... I can't even read.
Plaintiffs Andrea, Brittany, Tony, Christina, and Nick allege counts of defamation against defendants and all of these different things. Based on the complaint's allegation, each of these plaintiffs is either a public figure or a limited purpose public figure under Pennsylvania law. That is, as noted by Pennsylvania Supreme Court. A limited purpose public figure is an individual who voluntarily injects themselves or is drawn into a particular public controversy and thereby becomes a public figure for a limited range of issues. To determine such status, it is necessary to consider the nature and extent of the individual's participation in the particular controversy, giving rise to defamation.
So Brittany thought she could sit over there and run her little fat fucking mouth every day in and day out about me. And yet I'd be told to shut up, right? Because this is what she goes on to say next. It is clear that you all participated.
Yeah.
I mean, she said it differently, but you know.
Yeah, it's based on a thorough reading of the complainant and the presentation of counsel at oral argument that Andrea, Brittany, Tony, Christina, and Nick are public figures or limited public figures, as they have injected themselves into the public eye to find the missing child from Tennessee. These plaintiffs have either held press conferences, appeared on television news,
Oh,
engaged in social media discussions, and or created social media posts related to the missing child. As public figures or limited purpose public figures, these plaintiffs have a higher burden when raising allegations of defamation due to the inherent right and claims of free speech grounded in the First Amendment. So
freedom of speech.
it says they bear a heightened burden of establishing that these statements that the defendants made were false, and they have failed to do so.
Yeah, and I don't think it's false that you're a wasteful piece of shit, lazy piece of shit.
So,
I don't think it's false. I believe that with my entire heart and soul.
well, what they're saying is you're a public figure and you did this stuff. But in looking at everything, they realize no, you're both equally public figures. So the burden is much higher because you're all doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. Civil conspiracy. How about Rico? Fucking Rico.
Plaintiff Andra alleges both defendants conspired with third parties in order to defame her. The elements of the common law for civil conspiracy are 1. A combination of 2 or more persons acting with a common purpose to do an unlawful act or to do a lawful act by unlawful means for an unlawful purpose. 2, an overt act done in pursuance of the common purpose. And 3, actual legal damage. And then it cites all of these things. In count 3, plaintiff Griffin alleges that defendant Jessica has been targeting Miss Griffin since 2021, but that the attacks intensified in 2024. She made bold and bald allegations that the defendants have acted in concert in a coordinated effort to attack Miss Griffin with no specificity as to the acts of either or both defendants. At best, Miss Griffin avers in count 1, identifying various causes, actions, including defamation, that saying called Andra a tragedy pimp and grifter with no reference to when these words were spoken, but calling Miss Griffin names does not create a civil conspiracy. She also alleges the unnamed persons influenced by Jessica made false reports that led to her being falsely accused and arrested, again, without any specificity or attached proof of who these persons are or how the purported arrest or the dismissal of any purported charges. And fails to plead, let alone establish a claim for actual legal damages. Although Griffin makes a vague and general allegation of the conduct of the defendants that damaged her reputation in her profession and standing, she does not identify any facts pertaining to any person or business which have purportedly canceled or decreased any business as a result of these actions. Jeez Louise.
Yep. The court knows that while Miss Griffin, the title of count 3, states civil conspiracy, the count actually and specifically invokes the criminal conspiracy statute and Pennsylvania common law. Again, they're not police. They can't arrest us.
No.
Can't fucking arrest us. Who these people think they are?
Oh, what did that? Go back up a little bit. Pause. All right. What does this say here? Text message from Mathis to Trude stating, LOL, I'm actually going to file a civil suit against you and make you pay to defend it. Don't even care if I win. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Through filing a cease and desist. It's a waste of time. Stand by. I'm done with you, but oh well.
I was done with you, but oh well.
We're not for money. If they end the nonsense Monday, this could be settled Tuesday. The repeated reference to criminal conduct, criminal liability, and the alleged involvement of a former Attorney General of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, that's where I was nervous, like, oh my God, suggests that the intent, at least some of the Scriveners, to scare the defendants into believing that there could be or might be criminal charges filed against them. Gosh, they really screwed this up. This is really bad.
Yep. I'm right here. Defend. Let me go to it. Nick said. Remember when Nick said to me, intended to scare defendants from continuing to broadcast, podcast, or else be tied up in litigation solely for litigation's sake.
Yeah.
Where he said, oh, you'll be spending the next 10 years going live just to make gas money, go back and forth to the court. Mm-hmm. What you think, Clue? We finally fucking did it. It is over.
Congratulations, first
Thank
and
you.
foremost. And I do find it funny, the part that you were reading, I didn't want to interrupt, but just a minute ago, when it comes to Betty talking about damaging her business or whatever,
Yeah.
she said the same thing in her video yesterday after court, talking about the proud feet. They're trying to damage my business.
Well, see how that works out, Betty. Take heed. She tried saying that what did she say? I'm the reason she got arrested in Tennessee. Not that she broke the law or had a restraining orders. No, I'm the reason she got arrested.
I'm gonna hop off, Gran.
Thank you so much for coming up, Jason. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right, babe.
OG Fish.
Why did she? How'd she say that you were reason?
I don't know.
Granny, girl.
Oh,
what's up, OG? OG never goes on panels.
Hey, I never go on panels, but this is a special fucking occasion.
Thank you so
I
much.
am so proud of you. And I do want to say that the disrespect is real and fucked up. That's a shame. I didn't have to buy a seat up here, just saying. But I do want to say that, you know, since the day one watermelon felon bitch, my heart is pumping out of my chest. I'm just so happy for you. You need to take this money and go on a vacation and get these assholes out of your head.
Yeah, that's what happens next. So what happens next is the judge has to host a hearing. And during the hearing is when we'll come up with what the damages are, right? So we'll produce... I'll start speaking for myself, since apparently I'm on my own in this. I'll produce receipts of what I've actually paid my attorney. Then we'll produce what type of damages this has caused. I'm the one who's been defamed throughout all of this, and that will not be hard for the courts to see. You accuse me of fucking RICO, interfering in a missing child search efforts, saying I'll have blood on my hands if this child isn't found. Yeah, okay. And that's what comes next. And I'm pretty sure we're going to demand, meaning my attorney and I are going to demand that every single plaintiff have to come for that hearing.
Absolutely. And can I say again, triple damages. You hear that, BJ?
For those of you that don't understand, it's called 1, 2, 3, 3 times it. Reverse Uno. Like I said, it'd be from the fucking jump.
But it was free.
But it was free.
There's nothing in life free.
Nope.
Right?
Especially from an attorney who doesn't call you back. I want this to go to the local news. I want everybody to know what Joseph Lasniak participates in with his attorney, his fucking signature. No, it doesn't say that. It says no punitive damages to be awarded. No, I don't see that anywhere. It actually says the opposite. I mean, I didn't read through all of this. I don't know, but the court shall award the immune party attorney fees, court costs, and expenses of litigation jointly and severally against each adverse party that asserted the cause of action. So liability for the claims had to be pled in complaint. In the light of the court's findings here, including but not limited, that the defendants are immune from civil liability for the claims attempted to be pled in a complaint, the court must grant the defendant's request for such an award. While Pennsylvania's anti-SLAPP statute does not preclude punitive damages, this court declines to award such. Oh, okay, so it does. Yeah, that's all right. We can. That's better, because then we can turn around.
That doesn't mean you can't pursue them in a different case.
Right. That means I can countersue for defamation, everything else if we wanted to. That's what that means.
Absolutely.
Yep. They really thought, and didn't Hong just say yesterday? No, you're not delayed.
Okay.
Didn't Hong just say yesterday that the anti-SLAPP was frozen?
I don't know.
Hong said a lot of shit yesterday, and then he deleted it like a bitch.
Yep. Yeah, this is a big story, because this is the first successful anti-SLAPP in Pennsylvania. This is the only SLAPP to have gone through in Pennsylvania since it was adapted in July, which I don't think they know.
Yeah.
Punitive damages are criminal, not what you incur. No, I think punitive damages would be like defamation and stuff.
Right. Your mental stress, the things that kept you up at night. You wake up sweating. You're afraid to what were her claims? She's afraid to go outside. She's
Yeah.
afraid to get rid of the what's that shit called?
I know it was something about sleeping at night. Like she couldn't sleep at night. Her children were afraid or something.
Hell, she stay awake all night.
So yeah, Granny, when I told you to write down how you feel every day, I hope you did.
It's true.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. This is still a celebration. That I mean, I fuck all the other shit. Like I don't even care. The fact that I can now say that these guys lied, that they never ever were going to be successful with this, and we knew it, and it's officially done. That's ooh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it's knots in her stomach, cold
Can you hear me,
sweats.
Jeff?
Yeah,
I
that
can,
was
yeah.
it. That was the one I could thought
Yeah.
about. The cold sweats.
Yeah, I wake up in cold sweats.
Okay.
That's
Fucking
because you need a
crazy.
shower, but whatever.
Right. Hey, SS, how you doing?
So Good Friday has a whole
I'm
new
good.
meaning.
How are you?
Oh, sorry, there's a little bit of a delay.
It just took me a second to unmute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a Easter miracle. Huh.
Grady.
Easter miracle. Maybe we'll get a second one. Maybe now Seth will know that this isn't going to get them the good publicity they wanted. And make another Easter miracle take place. Look at this. Complaint filed by these plaintiffs. This is by Mathis, O'Donnell, and Nick. Reveals not one single quotation attributed to either defendant. Instead, it alleges by Tony Mathis and O'Donnell that barbecue made statements that they say are more than mere insults and damage their reputations, but they failed to plead it. Merely stating that defendants made several false statements. Altogether, plaintiff Griffin, Jackson, Mathis, Donnell, and Hasfresu have failed to establish a prima facie case of legally sufficient claims for defamation. Oh.
So what happened with, I don't want to bring up a bad subject, but people in the chat are talking about it.
No, go ahead. What's up?
What are they talking about with barbecue? What?
Oh, because her and Queen went live.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So Queen called me and she said, "Hey, are you aware that you guys won?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm about to go live." And she said, "Me too." And I said, "Oh." I said, "Well, that's fucked up." She said, "Well, barbecue doesn't have a YouTube and she has to use my channel." I said, "Cool, send her ass back to TikTok. That's fucked up. She could have came up on my panel. It's fucked up. You're stepping on my fucking toes." I mean, Tom, am I the only one that feels this is very insulting?
Disrespect is real.
Yeah. And Queen did say, like, I'll let her talk for a minute and, whatever, and then I'll send everybody over. I said, cool, but you still know it's fucked up. Like, that's it. Like, you know what I mean? That's all I can say about it. It's fucked up. But, like I said to Queen, she paid for that spot on your panel today. So go ahead. Do your thing. But it's fucked up.
Yeah, I don't understand why barbecue wouldn't. But she don't really come over here, though, so.
Right. Well, because she knows I don't really fuck with her. There was too much going on that I couldn't back, and
No, I can't mess with. I don't know. It's just a feeling. You know what I mean?
Well, it's things like this, right? It's
I know exactly what you mean. I can't with that one.
And
Yeah,
then I said to
I
her,
don't care if you throw money at me or not. You're not gonna. You can't buy my. You know what I mean? Like I know that's her. Like that's what she likes to do, and it's always felt like disingenuous to me a little bit.
right, yeah,
Amen.
So I don't know. I'm not selling my soul for your fucking Benjamins, but I don't know.
yeah. Well, and that's what I said. I said, I respect what you're saying. I respect the phone call, and I do, and I appreciate that. But it's fucked up. I mean, that's all I kept like. You know what I mean? Like, it's disrespectful. But
What are we talking about? I had to drop down and come back up. Which
well,
thing?
barbecue texted me saying we won, and I wrote
Oh,
back, I know I'm
awesome.
going live. Do you want to come up? And she goes, you can go live. I'm going on QBs. And then my phone rang, and it was
What?
Queen. And it was Queen telling me she's going live or whatever. And I told her, yeah, all right, but that's fucked up. I mean, that's it. That's all I can say about it. I said, send barbecue back to TikTok. She does have her own channel. It's fucked up.
So you
I
offered
did.
your panel up to her.
Oh, yeah. And she says, you can go live, but I'm going to go on
No,
Queens. Mm-hmm.
that's wrong. That's so
Yep.
wrong.
That's all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a good thing because all the bullshit can just drop now. I've never liked her. I've played nice during this for your sake, but
A lot of people did.
yeah,
A lot of people did.
like I would say most people that have seen. I mean, I know she's got her followers that come from TikTok into this community, but people actually in this community, I think it's pretty. I think that's that's what most people think. Let's just leave it at that.
I mean, I think Sai is right. I think, and somebody in the chat just said it too. Everybody did. I think we all
Yeah,
played nice with her. Now I know I got, she came on my panel one day, and I did ask the hard questions, as they say, because it's like I don't have to trust you just because you're on the
exactly.
app, right? But I
Exactly.
am gonna be cordial with you.
Well, and I'll never forget because people said to me, like, I'm only being nice to her for you. And I said, you don't have to be. I should have never been tied in with her to begin with.
Agree
That's
with
all.
that too. You sure
Yep.
shouldn't have. It's way different situations.
Yeah. Yeah. Way different. There's two different,
Yep.
I mean, I'm being accused of raising for blip wars I never raised for, right? Like, so I had a
Yep.
lot of stuff I had to fight for that never took place. And I'm just saying, like, I would have kept it, friendly and cool and all, but this is a level of disrespect. And I think
Yep.
everybody can recognize that. Like, you're a TikToker. Take your shit back to TikTok. Don't come
Well,
treading on my. And I spoke to Barbecue about this a few times in the past, too. Let me make that very clear.
Yeah.
I have too. I mean,
Mhm.
like offline, right? But it's not. I don't know. I mean, you want to like. You people are bad for somebody. I'm just gonna say that right now. Society is bad for people because I don't want to like even pretend that people are naturally good. I don't want to do that.
I don't
But then
either.
I see people say it. They're like, they're good people, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
You got to
But
prove it.
Yep.
Good people. I woke up to a fucking her fighting with Tammy talking about they faked emails from Hong. And I'm thinking, oh my God, if this fucking ruins this case, you know what I mean?
Hey, Granny.
what?
Hey,
Hey, can you hear me?
I can. Is that you, Tats?
Fuck yeah, bitch.
Hey, girl.
You fucking own this place, bitch. Now what? Now fucking what?
Can we all
Oh,
kind of
girl.
say, fuck you, Brittany?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Fuck
Fuck
you,
Brittany.
Brittany.
You wasteful, lazy piece of shit.
Hey, Jess.
Hey, Brett, you never come on panel either. Look at all my bitches on here. Hi.
Brett.
Hello. Congratulations, girl.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I know I haven't been around much, but you have been in my thoughts and prayers. I just want to say, eat shit, Brittany.
Yeah.
She is. I'm sure.
Oh, good.
She's out on her patio right now eating her cat's shit.
She'll have to come up with another lie about how this is false or this isn't real either.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that. We knew that in the lower courts they would rule this way, but see
We're
what's
gonna
going
go-
to happen.
Yeah, we're gonna take it to the Supreme Court.
We always
Actually,
wanted
'cause
this in federal
we-
court.
This was our plan all along. They played right into it, and see, now Trump is actually going to rewrite the law to.
That's right.
Hey, also I want to say countersuits, motherfuckers.
Yeah, get ready to pony up property.
Triple damages, bitches.
Triple damages. Not just towards me either, for barbecue's attorney fees. And apparently she dished out a lot more than me.
Yeah,
so.
she's gonna need all her money back from fucking buying her way up on Queens. The fuck is up with that? I ain't gonna be quiet about that shit no more. Ugh. How annoying and stupid, bitch. We see you. We see you.
I mean, it was obvious.
Yeah,
but,
I'm disappointed in that shit.
Listen, I don't blame Queen. I take her money too. I honestly, I would.
Oh, I take her money, in a heartbeat. I'm not saying Queen's stupid for taking her money. I'm saying barbecue's stupid for having fucking GoFundMe's and doing this and that, and her and Melissa fucking bombing people with money. Fuck all that shit. Fuck them.
That's mad disrespect.
Is very welcoming. It's not like you have to buy your way in. All you got to do is be a decent fucking person and bring something to the table. I mean, look at some of the folks that we have around on panels all the time.
Yeah, we have some good people. Hi.
Why can't I hear myself? Or you guys?
Check your. Wait, if they can't hear us, they can't hear us. They got to check audio. Who is it, Michelle?
No, I'm here. I'm just waiting my turn.
Oh, okay. It's Angel. So Angel, I don't know if you can hear us on YouTube. All right. You have to check your audio setting. But if you can't hear me, then now you can hear me, right?
Sugar snaps. Oh wait.
Maybe drop her and then she'll come back up.
All right. I'm gonna drop her and you guys tell her in the chat to check her audio.
She doesn't know that by now. She needs to.
Yeah. Check audio connection.
Poor thing.
Hey, Nonsense. Thank you so much for all you've done.
Hey, I'm barely awake. I literally woke up to your text message. It's 7 a.m. here, so I slept in today.
I'm like, we won.
I know. You and everybody else, like the girls, all my mods were like texting and celebrating too. So I just wanted to come up here right quick. I'm going to hop down, but then I'll join you again if you're still on. And tell you, I am so fucking proud of you, Granny.
Thank you.
I'm so fucking proud of you. You held your head so high throughout this last. I can't. I'm just really fucking proud of you, man. You took a lot of shit. And to all of you people that said, yes, suck a fat one.
Right. Just shut up. Just shut up. Oh no, they're going to get their emergency protective order here, and there's going to be hearing this week. It's intimate. It's intimate.
I'm so, like, I don't like to do a little dance, but I'm ready to do a little dance right now. Like this.
Hell yeah, cut a little rug for her.
Did you see they also did this? They denied. Obviously they denied it. We knew they were going to, but right here, they denied their amended motion and March 26th motion for their emergency protective order. Denied.
But wait,
This is what gets me, right? Like BJ wants to sit over there and bitch and complain. They called me fat. They said I had greasy hair. And it's like, guess what? That type of speaking is okay for you when it comes to the proud feet, whatever, and Betty. But then when it's to you, you're pissed. You can't have it both ways.
Double standard.
For you, Clue, they picked your shit apart, but they don't want the same done to them, and that's bullshit.
Oh, they're collectively trying to get my channel taken right now. But
that's what they do, and you're next up for the lawsuit too, because they had to face the fact that they lost this.
Yeah, they'll never win. But I'm just gonna tell you like this, BJ and Granny, forgive me for this, but
oh no, say what you want.
I am. You can't jack a dick with both hands, so you got to pick one, and you can't have it both ways. Either you are for freedom of speech, and that means if I want to get on here and say I think between your legs smells like a dumpster, I can do that.
Right. It's not
Stick-
stated as fact. It's just your opinion.
Granny,
Yeah,
can
sticky
I
fly
just
trap.
commemorate you on your exceptional victory? Because it's a win for all of us. And you have proof evident in your possession now that BJ is not a victim. Honey, you have gamed the system and won 10 toes down on what's right. Congratulations.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Granny revoked that card.
Yep.
Hey, Granny, this is Michelle real quick because I get to go watch my grandbaby again today.
Oh.
But just like I said the last time I was up, you are such a good role model.
I don't know about all that.
No, yeah, a strong woman, just everything you've done, and just like everybody has said, the way you've carried yourself, everything, you are a role model. You're a strong
Thank you,
woman,
Michelle.
and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I almost don't know what to say.
Thank you, Michelle. I
You
really
are
appreciate
welcome.
that.
You are welcome. Okay, bye everybody.
Thank you.
Take care,
Enjoy the
Michelle.
Bye,
grandbaby.
Michelle.
Bye.
Yep.
Thank you.
Can we read
Bye-bye.
this? Let's read this amazing sentence
I'd
right
love
here.
to.
It's beautiful.
Defendants, it is. Defendants' anti-SLAPP motions were taken under advisement after statutorily required oral argument at a hearing on February 18th. And by separate order, the court has granted defendants' anti-SLAPP motions, dismissing the complaint, and thus terminating this case.
Bitches.
Plaintiff's
Hell
mercy
yeah.
motion for protective order and enjoin unauthorized recording, broadcasting, doxing filed on March 26, 2025 is denied and mute. Where you at, threes?
That's what's
Yep.
up.
Denied as moot.
I hope
Don't
they're
knock on your
all.
door.
I hope they're all sucking that dick that Seth told Chris to suck the other night.
Yeah,
How about that?
What a misogynistic, fucking weird
Oh
little
prick.
God, he's a fucking weirdo.
I mean,
I
his
just-
comebacks were so fucking juvenile and weird. They
Yeah,
were like, it was so
pathetic.
cringe.
I love this so much for all of them because it couldn't happen to more deserving people.
I know, right?
Absolutely.
Think about Betty with her shit going on in Tennessee. The stuff she got with Queen. She getting her just desserts. Betty, you having the year that you deserve.
Fucking right you are. And Betty seems to think that this current thing she's going into is another like lawsuit. It's not. It's criminal charges.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She's delusional about that shit.
Oh yeah, Julia Valenti now owes me 3 times my attorney fees
Oh,
and court
Julia.
costs and all of that. Yep.
Beautiful.
You better start booking appearances with that dog.
Yeah, better get that dog a working.
Better wear a flea collar. Don't want to catch them fleas. Oh, that's something a while ago. What I just realized there was a threatening tweet yesterday. They were threatening to bring the lawsuits to Tennessee. Clue, get ready to get paid, girlfriend. Get ready to get paid.
Bye.
They'll never make it to Tennessee.
Oh,
They're all shitting their pants right now. They're probably fucking code blue. They're all dying.
Code brown, you mean?
Yeah, they're all putting some
I
bricks in their
personally
drawers.
suggest that they all take their ass whipping and their time to heal and go find a real fucking job,
Right.
something productive for society, and quit sitting on the fucking internet LARPing in the midst of a missing kids case. That would be my recommendation.
You would think that shame and guilt at some point would kick in and they would have to step the fuck down. It just shows you what kind of people they are. This is fucking embarrassing.
I know, because look at this part right here, right? They point out that the only verifications ever on here were through At Night and through his managing partner, Hung. There is no indication in the verification or elsewhere in the complaint that Mr. Hung, on behalf of At Night, had personal knowledge. It goes on to say, it is clear from plaintiffs' subsequent filings, including responses to the anti-SLAPP motion, not only that the other 9 plaintiffs were able to provide verifications, but also that they were aware of their obligation to submit individual verifications. In addition, because like we said, they haven't been filing all this correctly. In addition, plaintiffs filed 2 responses, each with the same timestamp to the motion, both of which contain only verifications from the plaintiffs in this action, but also from Michelle and Ken, the taco and burrito. Two individuals, like dozens of other non-party individuals or entities mentioned in the complaint, are alleged to have played some role in some aspect of this case. It's not clear why verification from the club binds were attached and or how the club binds, whatever, could verify that the representation plaintiff's responses were accurate and truthful. Plaintiff's untimely response to the anti-SLAPP motions, unlike their complaint and injunction petition, both of which include the name of attorney Lasniak and another attorney, Bruce Castor, not only included verifications from each of the plaintiffs, but also were submitted with only one attorney Lasniak's law firm on the submission. The court notes that all the responses improperly attempt to change the caption in this case to add, without agreement to the parties or court order, a new defendant, Stephen Fisher. I kept saying, how are they able just to add a fucking defendant? Put a 1 in the chat if you've heard me say that. Oh, you guys aren't even looking at what I'm looking at, but that's all right. You hear what I'm saying?
I do hear you.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, how could they just add him as a defendant? He's not a defendant. You can't just add people. Hey, Bitter Tea.
They act like they run the fucking.
They do. They act like they run the fucking Delco courts.
Yeah.
You don't.
Well, the thing is, they do everything not even half-ass. They do everything a quarter-ass, and that's how I just can't with what they do. It's just so unbelievable.
And that's why it's unbelievable that an attorney was in on this, and I'm sure that's why the judge is highlighting all this to show just how lack of procedure it was. Like again, even right here, final injunction, other equitable relief, which was filed without any verifications from any of the plaintiffs. You can't just make up your own fucking case law and file things however you want.
That's right.
I love how eloquently the judge has put this all, more or less saying, you're all a bunch of idiots. You've attacked the wrong person in a fraudulent lawsuit, and you're going to pay for it now. It's just that simple. I mean, this
and now we go down in PA fucking history, bitches.
Yep.
That's right.
Enshrining their stupidity for all time.
Absolutely.
What's
Have
sad
y'all
is
made it all the way to the end yet? I mean, I don't know how far y'all have made it. Like
this
have
is
you
it.
read
It's
the,
over.
I know you know what it. No.
Oh.
She
Your
means
order?
reading.
I mean, your order. Like, have you paid? I know you've read it. Like, obviously, but
I've
have you
just
read
been
it
scrolling
online?
through it.
Because the reason I was asking is because did you pay special attention to the order about the attorney's fee? Did you notice what they said about it?
Yeah, that they have to pay separately. No, did I miss something? No, tell me, because I've only been scrolling it.
There it went. I'm sorry. Thought I got kicked. Do what now?
I said I see where it says that they all owe it separately,
jointly and severally.
Yeah.
Which means that even if, like, let's pretend like, let's say Dog paid his portion, he still he would still be on the hook for the rest of it.
Yep, because they all signed up for it. You get your money regardless of which defendant it has to come from.
They would have to sue. Yeah, I was trying to tell Barbecue over there on Queen's panel too, but they wouldn't let me on panel. They wouldn't drop the link. So I don't know if she knows or not. I mean,
you have to send $400.
Well, what's going to happen?
Well, somebody over there in chat was like, "Well, I had to wait till they finished talking about what they were talking about, but they let somebody else up." So, I mean, I'm not mad about it. I just meant she probably doesn't know, so somebody might want to tell her. But I don't.
Well, what's going to
happen
is what happens is now we have a court hearing, and at the court hearing, that's where we produce our attorney fees, our damages, all of that, and then the judge officially makes the ruling about how this is what you're going to owe. It goes on the papers. So what she'll find out there.
Well, I don't want to sound like I know it all. I was just saying, but she had estimated $850,000. But I don't know if she meant that was her portion or yours or together.
I don't know. That's not mine.
Or maybe she was doing that as like times the amount times.
I think that was her.
I don't know.
The amount of super chats she sent.
Oh, no, y'all,
you better stop that.
I don't know who that is talking.
Okay,
but no,
I'm going to drop down because
I'm not going to be a part of that because I don't want to be
Oh,
fussing at me.
Fish. Thank you, sweetheart, for coming up. You've never been
Love
on
you,
panel,
Granny.
and I'm honored that you came up today. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just honored to be by your side through this whole thing. Really, you're a G.
Thank you.
Bye,
Wouldn't have
baby.
done it without all of you. Yeah, and we still have to have a hearing.
But yeah, I just saw that and I was like, well, I'm going to tell them if they've noticed that. But anyway, congratulations. That's all I was going to say was, did you notice that? Like, I know because you got Lesniak has probably got a little bit deeper pockets than Brittany J does. So
Well, and they
Damn.
have insurance. That's the thing too. Lesniak has insurance. Dog has insurance. Ad Night
Yeah.
should be insured.
right. I wasn't trying to be bossy though, or a know-it-all. So you're more than welcome to search that on your own. I just
No,
thought
I
I'd tell you.
appreciate that. Not a know-it-all at all. I appreciate you telling us. Yeah. I haven't even spoken to my attorney yet. So as soon as I do, and we find out when the hearing is, of course I'll keep you all posted on it.
I don't know that their insurance is going to keep continuing to carry them after this.
Yeah,
If they have to pay up. Oof.
Who's
Yeah.
insurance?
She's talking about Lesniak has insurance.
Oh,
Dog has
Yeah.
insurance, and At Night should have insurance, right?
yeah.
I don't
No.
know about At Night. I mean, the other two, I believe they probably absolutely do, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't bank on At Night. I just wouldn't.
No,
I think, honest to God, I think it is
Chloe.
two dudes who sit around and have
Me too.
nothing but time to be on the
that's
computer.
all it is.
It's
for
a
sure.
joke.
It is a joke. It's
She's
just
right.
I'm sitting here thinking though, Betty was like, this was going to be the trifecta for Betty in 2025, and I'm thinking, damn, you're done to a rhombus or an octagon by now.
No, call me. It's all over. It's all there. This it's not just for the court recorded. It's not for their mercy protective order. It's all of it. They
Yep.
granted our motion for the anti-SLAPP. It is the first successful anti-SLAPP in Pennsylvania. It is going down in the books. It is now case law, and it will forever have At Night and Lesniak attached to it. The sad part is, it's also going to have Sebastian Rogers attached to it.
Yep. It's
You know what?
ridiculous. This
Oh,
is what his
sorry.
dad's
Sorry.
behavior. This is what his dad's behavior gets him. The only thing that he's managed to do so far is alienate himself from people who he co-parented with, break the divorce decree on page 6, lines 23 through 27, and then now have his son enshrined in this disgusting, ridiculous shit. Fantastic job, bro. You've done so well.
But you know what? It is kind of also a little bit of a victory in Sebastian's name that this nonsense was stopped in the
I
court.
agree.
Oh, yeah, that true.
I think too. I think what's amazing to me, it's no secret that I'm not shy of telling anybody how I feel about BJ and her parenting skills. And I think it's amazing that one day when Granny's kids are older, she can sit back and explain to them, like, this is some real shit that I had to go through. And look at what a good parent I was. And the other half, well,
hopefully.
And Granny,
how'd that work out? BJ.
And Granny, I can see your reserve and hating that Sebastian's name is attached to it, but you really just put a big stop to a whole lot of foolery in that little boy's name. And in that aspect, yeah, this really, it does all kind of make you a warrior for Sebastian that everyone else claims they are. But you, I mean, you really
I won't
did.
take
You
that.
stopped.
No,
You
because I was
stopped
only
a
doing
lot.
this for me, to
A
be
lot
honest.
of
I can't take
disgrace
that.
in that little boy's name. You really did, Granny.
Yeah, but I
You
didn't
should
do
own
so
that.
with like intent or purpose. But I did come back really quick because I was listening on my phone because I had to run to the restroom to say, sadly, Chloe, I had to tell my kids about this because these guys are in my backyard. I didn't make my kids aware that this went on the news, that they would know what was going on to prepare themselves in case their friends had to ask questions. It's not every day you can say you're being sued by Dog the Bounty Hunter, right? I didn't know if it was going to end up on the fucking local news, if it was going to end up on TMZ. And the only reason I didn't take it to those places is out of respect for my kids and my family.
Yeah.
Because I got to remember what this puts them all through. My aunts, my uncles, like this is a small little area.
Well,
We're all
also,
together.
How fucking gangster is it that you can say you kicked Dog the Bounty Hunter's ass?
Dog the Bounty Hunter owes me money.
He said he was afraid of him in his statement, so I mean it tracks.
Yeah.
Granny,
Can I interrupt you guys for a minute?
Just consider it a side effect of doing the right thing. You really helped a lot of ways. Like I don't think you even fathom right now. I know this probably just feels like a victory because it's all been so close and personal to you, but you really have done more here than I think you grasp just yet. You really have. And you deserve the congratulations and the praise for that, and don't cut yourself short on it at all.
Can I
Hi,
interrupt?
Granny. Can you hear me?
Who's that? I'm just going to say this really quick and run. I just want to give a huge shout out to Granny's mods and her group around her, the Melon Felons, because I tell you what, Granny's group, I can't even name them all. There's so many of them in this chat right now, but they stood up and stood beside her and have forever and never wavered. And that type of support is what held her up at times. I mean, outside of her real family and her real life and stuff. But you guys deserve a huge congratulations too, because I know that many of you spent hours and hours trying to help do anything you could, get the correct word out. And I just wanted to make sure, since I proclaimed to be your hype woman anyways, I want to hype them up because they stood beside you and it was incredible to see.
Yeah.
We saw a
We
lot of
are
shit over the
pretty
last few months.
badass.
Yeah, there's
I'm
some
just
pretty
kidding.
badass
No, you guys are.
Melon Felons.
Dude, they even came on panels and like they never come on fucking
I know.
panels.
They make me happy though. Like truly, like it is. I was sitting in the chat just seeing all the names that have been with you forever and have never wavered. And we're like, we're going to get through this one way or another. And I just wanted to say that. So, okay,
They
bye.
have. I can't tell you how many times I called them like, I'm done. And you know, you can. And
I'll be back later.
Thank you, nonsense. The fact is, honestly, I didn't do this alone. I did it with all of you. And it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if I was just like everybody was saying in the beginning, just shut up. And I understood where they were coming from. But I never got a cease and desist to just shut up, right? They immediately said, I'm going to file in your neighborhood a caption that reads Rico. And you're going to settle with me for $500. Who the fuck do you think you are?
And they don't know you very well, stupid ass Brittany. She should have known better. They don't fucking know you. Granny doesn't shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down.
Yeah, they picked the wrong one. They also.
Can you guys hear me?
When you
we can now.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta hurry up and say this, Granny. I'm so proud of you. You are a role model to me because this internet world and what you're going through was horrific, and I'm so sorry. But you know what? It's a new stepping stone. But hey, you kicked ass and you're taking names, and I'm back you up 100%. I gotta talk fast because my phone is roboting because they call me all the time because all these companies want to sell shit. I keep on getting dropped off. But congratulations, you've been in my prayers.
Thank you.
And rock on, woman.
Thank
rock
you.
on.
I appreciate you.
bless.
Thank you so much. Purple said I got blocked by Dog for calling him out on the blip boards. I also triggered Josh over those blip boards. He better apologize along with the rest of the green team, including Betty and Brittany. They defamed us. They fucking defamed us.
You'll be waiting a long time on an apology for any of them people.
At what time does Betty get like labeled as
you would
fictitious
think, and you would think,
right?
Agreed. I mean, I've been said.
Like, when does it fucking end? Hey,
if you don't, I want to say one thing and then I'll shut up. I'll even drop off your panel. I just want your chat to know, just so they don't go back and say spread miscommunicate information. I never said that any insurance policy covered those type of filings. All I said was about the attorney fees being joint and severable.
I said about the insurance. I said it.
I'm just saying, people are saying in the chat, oh no, Bitter, you don't know all that. Bitter didn't say that part. Bitter just said about the attorney fees. So
No,
I don't want
said
nobody saying I said something wrong. So okay.
Yeah,
I always get accused of that crap. So I don't want to get accused of it today.
I know the feeling, but nope, that
Bitter,
was me.
you're good. You didn't say shit wrong. You're fine.
Well, it don't matter. Bitter gets blamed for it, so it's
Plus
cool.
we have a right to free fucking speech.
I don't care. But anyway, y'all can carry back on. I'm sorry.
That's all right, Bitter. No, I get it. And Ethan just said it. This does change, like with them threatening litigation in Tennessee and everything.
Yes,
all you have to do is bring this with you and be like, look, they think they're going to go state that. Well, you can't even leave the state, Nick.
Well, the issue with them going to Tennessee is they'd have to actually pay money to get a lawyer down there to do something. They're not going to do that. I imagine once Hong's parents find out what he's been doing with the money that they probably give him, they're going to be very pissed off.
Well, you know, when people you're about to get a judgment against them, you look into things, and a lot of what Hong's claiming is Hong's or his parents are actually his uncles.
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah,
they are.
I mean, that's what I had assumed, anyways. Just based on looking at them, I can tell a pair of Cole shoes when I see them. Those are not $1,000 shoes. Sorry, bud, you're not rocking Balenciaga. That said, I mean, I'm sure they have no
Plus,
idea.
if he
was
he getting them in kid sizes, 50% off? The fuck
yeah,
out
I
of here.
know, right? The
You know
what
what,
did they call
Shelby
it? The
Lynn?
junior miss.
You're
Hey,
not back
Grady.
yet, Tug. If they haven't been notified because their attorney doesn't respond because he's a free attorney, let this be their public notification. We fucking won. You fucking lost. You owe me money. Pay me, bitches.
Boom. That's
Granny, do you think that the E's are gonna go live with the clickbait?
Maybe they should. Maybe they
Fucking
should.
E's.
Oh
God.
man, I had to. I'm sorry.
And you know what? The truth be told, fuck them. But I don't even know what I was about to say. Hold on. I'm losing my fucking thoughts over here.
Barbecue was talking about putting liquor in her drink already. Have you started to? I'm
Yeah,
joking.
I don't
She was
drink, but
I was joking. She was joking too, I think. I was just saying she was celebrating. I was
yeah,
kidding.
she jokes a lot.
Yeah, I
But
was kidding too.
I don't drink, but if I drank, I would drink. This has been a huge
Yeah.
a huge weight lifted because that's the problem, right? There has been a lot of defamation. It is defamation and it is harassment that has been going on by claiming that I'm going to jail, that I'm committing RICO, that there's blood on my hands if he don't find his son, and Brittany holding this over my head and saying all this bullshit like, oh, I fought against her because it was free. Fuck you, now pay me. Nothing's free, you grimy, roach having, fly trap full, ugly, fat, wasteful piece of shit.
Ugh.
You fucking cunt bag. I fucking hate her. Now I'm going to get angry because I'm thinking of all the fucking months of me stressing and her sitting over there in her fat, gummied out fucking glory, running her fat fucking mouth, talking shit, thinking she's untouchable because she got herself a free motherfucking attorney. Fuck you. Fuck you. How's that for free, bitch? Fuck you.
Yeah, where'd her free fake attorney get her here? And where's he gonna be during that that countersuit, bitch?
Somebody better give her some free fucking fly traps because those motherfuckers are full. Replace them, you filthy slob.
BJ, I love this energy that's coming your way for you.
Thank
that
you,
you've
Chico.
put out on so many other people.
Deserves every bit of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh wait, where's Red Kim? Is she getting beat up, or is she going to be on live soon with Brittany talking about how she knows it didn't go through. It didn't go through. I just know it.
It was approved. It was approved. No,
yeah,
it's not approved. And by the this is what they're going to do now. This is what they're going to do now. They're going to file, okay, for appeal. What they don't know, because these idiots don't know as much about the law as they think they know, is the moment they put in for an appeal, I see all the B's, thank you guys. The minute they put in for the appeal, we want a bond, which is basically saying put your fucking money where your mouth is, because when it comes to freedom of speech, you have a heavy burden to be met. So you have to put down a bond. So say we say 50K, say we say 100K. I don't know what my attorney will say. That gets expedited. That gets expedited through the appellate court. And if you think this will last for a second in appellate court, oh, then you'll really be in federal, Betty.
The bond
Have you already discussed this with your attorney?
I have a feeling she's had it there anyway.
No. The reason I'm asking
right.
is I would have swore that I understood barbecue to say something different. That's why I'm asking. That's the only reason I was asking.
Well, I don't know what she said. I know what my attorney said. Everybody has... They have a right to appeal. They'll likely take that appeal. Hopefully they won't. Hopefully they'll take their ball and go home and stop playing on the back of a missing child's case. But they'll likely take their appeal. Likely won't file it correctly. It'll be expedited. And then we'll simply win that too.
Okay. That's exactly what I was thinking too. But just
Granny, can you hear me?
something different.
Yeah. I can hear you, New Jersey, Robin.
It's Robin.
Hey, Robin.
I'm going to leave a space for somebody else. I'm not going to stay up long. I just wanted to come up and tell you I am so extremely happy for you. Congratulations. I am so very proud of you, of the strength that you've had to go through this. All your moderators are so wonderful. They've all stood by you and they've been worried about you. And I hear it in your voice. You can breathe now, sweetheart. And from an old lady who has fought for rights my whole life, you have done something in history here, honey, that's going to protect a lot of creators. So be very proud of yourself and breathe and just enjoy your life now.
Well, that's what these
Okay?
people didn't Thank you so much, Robin. I appreciate that. Thank you all. I'm sorry I'm not getting all your super chats as they come in, but they really mean a lot and help a lot. That's what these people don't understand is this was going to affect other creators too. So all those dumb creators supporting it was going to affect you too. If this went
for
through,
sure. For sure.
not yet, Lisbeth. We'll get to it. I didn't even put subscriber. I didn't do anything. I just made the live. I think we have a special guest, a big mean person.
It's me. It's the big mean CP.
Oh,
is that your new
damn.
intro?
Well, I would have dropped out. I'm
Ladies
praying
and
for
gentlemen,
you,
boys and girls,
Chris and
children of
Katie
all
and your whole
ages.
family. I really pray for you that you find your son.
Thank you, ma'am. We greatly appreciate it.
And listen, you stand tall too, and you keep hanging in there. And if you ever need anything, I have family and all kinds of places if you need something. All right, Granny. God bless you. I love you.
Thank you, Robin.
Congratulations, honey.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too, honey.
Ooh. So apparently, now that we can finally say it, I'm pretty sure they were trying to say Chris was the head of Rico, followed by JLR, and then tripled down to all of us. So
ridiculous.
From the way I read it, that was what it read. So I guess the next question should be, should we pursue that too and double down on them?
Yeah. I think everybody should reverse Uno. I think that these people have did a disgraceful thing on Sebastian's name. They've done a disgraceful thing on content creation in general. The amount of people that this could have harmed, the amount of people it did harm, the amount of subscribers that said to me, I'm changing my name, or if you don't see me in chat, this is why. Because there were people out here afraid that they were going to end up in some type of filing. And it really, I mean, this is, this is a huge fucking problem.
Well, I think you played it well. Yeah. You played a game of chess and not checkers. And
chess and not checkers, reverse Uno. Been saying it from the beginning.
Hey, Granny.
Good morning.
Yes.
I think dismissed with prejudice is where it's not appealable. Is what I said. It looks like on Google.
That just means they can't refile it, but everybody has a right to an appeal.
So yeah. So the way. So the way I'll explain, kind of like she said it earlier, they will have to put a bond down if they want to appeal it. Now, Granny and Barbecue's attorneys, with having a meeting between them, will come up or could come up with a number, let me say it like that, of a amount of the bond that they're requesting to be put down, that I believe each party member would have to put down. Not just one. I think it's each party member has to put down, because the whole group is appealing and each individual has to pay out. So each individual would have to put a bond up. So
I actually have an email on it that I could probably read that would help, an email from my attorney that I don't speak to that broke it down to me for these type of idiots. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's fucking over. Hey, Queen. I can't believe this shit is over.
There's a lot of people going back and forth, and I just want to tell you, like I told you before on the phone, before these lives even started, I am so proud of you, and I
thank you.
Think this is amazing. I am so happy for you and Barbecue, or both you girls. You guys, I can't even tell you.
Yeah, thank you.
How
I'm just
happy I
fucking
am
thankful.
for y'all. Straight up. I know you got a full panel and stuff, but I just wanted to say congratulations. I'm really fucking proud of you guys, and I'm really fucking happy for y'all. And we'll be supporting. You got bees in the chat, baby. We're supporting. We're showing love.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
This is fucking crazy.
I'm fucking stoked for you guys. I can't even lie right now. I'm so happy for y'all.
This is the way it needed to be. Like, this needed to fucking end. And I'm glad it ended now.
I will say this. I think what has happened is a great start. It's not over. Just because as long as they are around doing this kind of crap, it will continuously move on and on and on. The only difference to combat it now is when people band together and fight it as one, you're not going to fight them all. You're eventually going to take your ball and you're going to go home. You throw sand in the sandbox, expect everybody to throw it back.
Right. That's one of the first things as attorney that I ended up retaining said. He said, do not fucking settle. This is before I retained him. He said, tell them to pound sand.
Yep.
And I said, all right, I'll take your word at it.
Absolutely.
It takes a village, that's for sure. It definitely does. And,
this is what the bond ruling is. PA Rule 1531B provides that a preliminary injunction shall be granted only if the plaintiff files a bond and an amount fixed with security approved by the court, or 2, deposits with the preliminary legal tender of the United States an amount fixed by the court. The purpose of an injunction bond is to protect the party in the event that the preliminary injunction was improperly granted and damages were sustained thereby. It is well established that the bond requirement is mandatory, and an appellate court must invalidate a preliminary injunction if a bond is not filed by the plaintiffs. Further reasons that it is issued without the requisite bond being filed by appellate pursuant. So basically, the court in this case has yet to rule an injunction. If it does rule preliminarily, Sleepy Jean, repetitive tank top, and rest of the gaggle would need to post a bond or money to maintain same. If the court issues preliminary injunction, is immediately appealable to Pennsylvania court for an expedited hearing there too, and vice versa. So they'd have to put a bond down.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize it said repetitive tank top.
Well, it should be easy since they got that 447K just sitting around burning a hole in their pocket.
Yeah, right. Remember, that started off by Dog saying he was going to put 25K, and then Nick said he was going to match it to 50K. And then all of a sudden, yeah, now we're at 477.
Hey,
Granny, I
Jay,
just want to tell you.
Jay's asking if the slap went through, and yes, the slap went through, and a huge congratulations goes to Barbecue and to Granny for a massive and a very impressive and steadfast win. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Granny, I just want to tell you congratulations, and I'm proud of you. I know that you've been through a bunch of shit, and you deserve this win.
Thank you, Alabama.
And Chris and Katie, I'm sorry, and I'm praying for y'all.
No, thank you. I mean,
Sammy.
It's an ongoing battle, and it forever will be until Sebastian's home. But you know, the faith and prayers, and keep searching, keep looking. That's always what we'll do, and for any other family out there, the same thing. You know, it's not just one. It's all of them.
Can I just say something to you, Mr. Proudfoot, really quick?
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say personally that I appreciate how reserved, and aside from letting off a little steam considering all that y'all are going through, I appreciate that whenever y'all have dealt with the backlash and stuff, you haven't gone onto channels and spewed the most vile rage hate against people like other parties involved in your son's case have. And while I have my suspicions about all three of you parents equally, and forgive me for saying that, but that's just
No, do not. There is no forgiveness needed, because in any case, it doesn't matter what the situation is. People would have to have suspicions regardless. It doesn't matter.
But I want you to know something in that. From on the outside looking in, I hold less suspicion towards you and your wife than I originally did. And I would like to take this opportunity personally to actually apologize for running with that suspicion so hard whenever I did. And I want to say I also appreciate you letting people speculate and not filing these frivolous lawsuits and attacking people just for having suspicions and doubts. And I find that highly suspicious that Seth has. And I just wanted to say that Katie looked beautiful yesterday in court. That color blue is her color.
Well,
and that's it.
Well, Chris is a man, you know, that's how men
Yes,
behave.
it's showing.
Well,
it's
I will
showing.
say I'm not going to say 100% on this, but I'm probably about 85% sure when I say this, but I'm pretty sure she's listening now, so I'm sure she heard it. And we do thank you for all the heartfelt, warming words and the thoughts. And like I said, I don't, nor does Katie, we don't want to take anybody's opinions or what their thoughts are away, because that's just not fair. You know, I mean, in the end, when everything comes out and everything's on the table, you know, I'm perfectly okay. You know, I'm very comfortable with the situation, you know.
You know,
So
when you sit back and you really look at the case, you start getting a clear perspective of the people in Sebastian's case. And I do see you and Katie fighting for Sebastian behind the scenes more than people know. I see that. And y'all shouldn't have to endure though what you're having to endure from people attacking your, attacking you on appearance and just calling you trash names and stuff. I don't think that should ever be allowed, because there is no proof of anything, especially that reason.
Well,
There's no proof of anything.
well,
So
that's what's going to be good about this, right? Because this is the beginning of breaking their facade. This is the beginning of breaking down the fake image they've made, the fake idea that they're a private intelligence group, that they have some type of credibility, some type of connections, this idea that they have the right to say anybody is interfering in search efforts in another state because of their words on the internet, this idea that these little baby titty back bitches can cry because somebody called them fat.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
She's right.
She booted herself.
Fuck, man.
Oh, hey, Jay.
Hey.
Yeah, like
Hate
this
to
is
see
the
who's up
beginning.
here, but hey.
Good morning.
Hey, Jay.
Granny, I
What's
just want to
shaking?
say, listen, I just woke up. I went back to sleep this morning, picked the wrong morning to go back to sleep. And I wake up and you've got this document up here. I'm so extremely happy for you. I'm so glad this is over. I don't know what exactly is in this. Like I said, I just woke up, but oh my gosh. I mean, I literally have chills. Like, I'm so happy this is over for you.
And I love that they point out throughout it, as pointed out. I didn't read through all of it, but it's pointing out like Betty's claiming she lost her professional, business and all that. And none of that was fucking shown. None of that was, declared or anything. And I'm telling you, when we have a hearing for damages, I wanted demanded that every single plaintiff have to come to Pennsylvania. They thought they were going to sit back in the comfort of their individual fucking states and cost us all this money and all this stress and all this time, and they get to sit back and do nothing. No, bitches. I want them here. I'm demanding, and my attorney's going to demand, and hopefully Barbecues does as well, that they have to come to PA.
On
Well,
a side note, Seth,
I
you
will
don't
say
get to
this
tell people to
much.
shut up anymore.
True. I will say this much. In order, I think all the plaintiffs in this motion here would have to sign some sort of agreement to move forward with an appeal. There has to be some sort of an agreement, because if not, if three of them want to appeal it and the rest of them don't, then you got a problem. So,
well, here's the thing, Chris. They all signed. They signed NDAs where they gave at night full permission over them legally to do whatever they wanted with this filing, with any filing. So they have no say in anything because they signed over that
Oh
right.
my God.
well, hold on.
Unless they're
Wait a
smart
minute.
enough to take that NDA to a fucking attorney and see that they've been bamboozled. But as far as I'm concerned, they're all fucking idiots.
Well, there is a caveat to this. There is an out to this. Once again, I've said this before, I'll say it again. If anybody signs an NDA, I don't care where you work or who it's with, and you know of criminal or nefarious acts that have been taking place, that NDA is null and void if you go to an attorney or somewhere and you put forward the information. The NDA does not protect criminal or nefarious acts. Nowhere in this country.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey,
Hi,
Granny.
Granny. Sorry,
Granny,
I'm going to just say
it's
this and then I'm
Pat.
going to drop.
Hey, Patty, I'm here.
Well, I'm going to drop real quick. I love your face. I knew
you,
you would
Tess.
do this. You know, I always have your back.
Always,
Us
thank
mods,
you.
we got you, girl. And unlike
For
Brittany,
years.
I really mean it when I say I love your face, and I'll always be here for you. I got to get ready for work and
Thank
fucking rock
you.
on, bitch.
I appreciate you. As always, love you too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, girl. Sorry, Petty.
No, you're good. It's okay. I just want to say, Granny, I'm so proud of how you've handled this with grace and
Thank you.
the way you've got through it. I'm so thrilled for you. And I hope you and your kids can go out and celebrate now. And this is a massive weight off your shoulders.
It's a huge weight, but I do know that I have a feeling they'll attempt to appeal, so it's not quite over. But
Yeah.
I do hope that this follows them. I hope this follows their reputation. I
Well,
hope this,
fingers crossed.
yeah, I hope this
Fingers
sticks with them
crossed.
throughout every case they go, and I hope every family they try to, trick again under the facade that they're a private intelligence group when obviously they're so fucking stupid. The judge had to write it in crowns. How ridiculous this filing was. I mean, seriously, that's what we need to do. We need to make sure that this filing is plastered everywhere and attached to their fucking names. Attached Tony Mathis, attached at night, attached Joseph Lasniak. I want to make sure locally people know what Joseph Lasniak has been up to with these little fucking felons, criminals. And listen, we're felon friendly, but these motherfuckers aren't friendly felons. They're pieces of shit that try to destroy people's lives because they want a monopoly over a missing fucking child. You're disgraceful, you're disgusting, and fuck you, dog, the has-been bounty hunter. Fuck you.
Bing bong.
Sick motherfuckers. And shame
Mic
on you,
drop.
Seth, for allowing this. Shame on you.
Shame on him. That's right. Seth the General. That's where the blame lies.
I mean, this is case law history now.
Can I ask a quick question? Or actually, I would love to ask this as a favor.
Don't ask me to be nice to Seth right now, Chris.
No, I'm not
All
asking. Right. I'm not asking for that. What I'm
Never
asking
say bing bong again.
is everybody stop calling Seth the General.
Right. What a disgrace.
That is a disgrace to the military, for the
Mm-hmm.
history of the military and the history of this country. You need to earn those stars. You need to earn that title and that position. And
Amen.
at no point has he ever done anything militarily wise to earn any respect of that. And I've got brothers and sisters across the world who may or may not follow this case and may not like me, but I still stand solidarity with my military brothers and sisters. I don't give a damn.
How about when
Don't
he
ever
said
call him that.
How about when
Amen.
he said that yes, sir, no, sir, that you were a bitch to many because you were in the military? What a disgraceful thing to say.
Well, hold on. Hold on. The problem is he's got to understand this. This goes to show his knowledge of military. Because first and foremost, I was a sir. I was enlisted. So we don't call enlisted men and women sirs. They're addressed by their rank.
And Chris, I'm sorry. This is small town girl. I'm up on Queens all the time. I spoke to you the other day, but
Yes,
first and foremost, I want to say congratulations, Granny Barbecue. You guys deserve it. I'm so happy for you guys. Chris, I want to say thank you so much for saying that. I spoke to you the other night. Like I said,
Yes,
coming
ma'am.
from a Gold Star family, it's so fucking disrespectful for what he has said and done. And there's a lot of things that have been done disrespectfully. Like the other night when Seth was saying something about he was in the Navy, you called them sir, blah, blah, blah. That's bullshit. And I'm going to tell you right now, and I take high offense to the military because I am a Gold Star family. And Seth, I said it on Queens the other night, and I'm going to say it on Granny's. Fuck you for disrespecting any part of the military because my loved one died to give you that freedom to say the fuck shit that you say.
Amen.
Well,
you don't respect our military at all. If you can go around saying that, and I said it on Queens, and I'll say it again, if you think you're such a badass when it comes to our military, I will reach out to you personally. You can reach out to me personally. I will take you to the grave site where my loved one is dead, but there's an empty casket buried there because he's lost at sea fighting for your fucking freedom. And again, it's a big fuck you and a fuck you to anybody that disrespects our military. And so, Chris, again, I wanted to say thank you for saying that. Granny, I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of Barbecue. I hope you guys celebrate when the time comes. And
listen, respectfully, I want people to stop calling my panel congratulating Barbecue, okay? Just seriously, for today, spare me the bullshit. But I do appreciate what you're saying, small town. No disrespect to you.
I'm sorry.
All the disrespect to her.
I did not know, so I do apologize. But
no, you're good.
Again, I
Granny,
just
I
wanted
love
to
you
say
for saying that.
really fast, and then I'm going to
Yeah.
jump
down.
So somebody else can come up, but I just wanted to point that out because Chris was pointing it out, and I could not be more thankful to hear that from somebody who has actually served our military.
Yeah.
And again, from my Gold Star family, you don't. You don't. And I will promise you, you don't fuck with the military or their families.
Well, these people, they have no respect for, these people don't live in reality. They don't understand what the constitutional rights are, how we got them. They don't understand what it means to serve. They don't understand this shit because they live in this little LARPing fantasy world of fucking roses and gummy bears. Like they don't live in reality.
Especially when you've got people saying that Katie left her son to go join the military.
Right.
That's a big fuck you too.
Of course it is.
Because that is so disrespectful. Again, she was out fighting for your freedom. She didn't just up and leave her son. That's disgusting to even say or
She
think.
joined during fucking wartime, for God's sakes.
Well, the best part of it is they say all that, but then they want Julie, who comes with her fatigues. Chris, do you know anything about that? Is she
Actually,
allowed
I
to
do.
wear her fucking fatigues to a courtroom that has nothing to do with her military service?
Can I just say this and then I'm going to drop down? Sorry, Mr.
No,
Chris,
go
I
ahead,
don't mean
Betty.
to
I'm sorry.
interrupt you. I'm just going to drop down. Granny, congratulations again. My heart has been with you all this way through, and I'm so proud of you, girl. Go and enjoy it.
Thank you so much, Petty. I think I might get a tattoo.
Yeah, you do that.
You skunk with a punching bag.
Yeah.
And I gotta
Thank you
jump
so much,
down too,
Petty.
guys. Like I said, I just want to say that really fast. And like I said, thank you, Chris.
Thank you, small town.
Congratulations, Granny. And I will be in chat. And I hope you guys have a great day.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate you.
All right.
And just on the back of that, Chris, I really commend you for the way you've dealt with this situation with Sebastian as well, and everything that Seth's thrown at you. I hope Katie's all right. I hope you're all right, and I hope Sebastian comes home soon.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. And I'll let Miss Katie know the same.
Thank you. Right. Thank you for having me up, Granny. You go and celebrate, girl. You deserve it.
Thank you, Petty.
I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Hey, Sun Beach. I just felt very disrespected by her. But yeah, wearing fatigues.
So the way that works, okay, depending on the purpose of the military, like she's in the National Guard, reservist, whatever. She's not full active duty.
Right.
Okay. Based on what I've seen, it varies based by your commanding officer's rule of thumb and what the overall policy is for the military. Now, Army is so much different than the rest of the branches as well as the Air Force. They do have a lot more leniency in regards to where they allow their uniforms to be worn. Normally, when you go to a court hearing, you should be in some sort of a professional dress attire. So whether it be your Class A's, your B's, but normally they try to not have us go out in professional situations like that in our working uniforms, that's what she was wearing, was a working uniform. So it really depends on what her commanding officers or that region's policy is before I would want to speak on it. But if I'm going to court in a military uniform, I always went in my dress whites or my dress blues. So
even if your court hearing had nothing to do with your service?
It doesn't matter. Like I got a ticket one time. I went through a red light. It was yellow. I crossed the stop bar. Cop said it was red, whatever. I go to court with my first class petty officer. I think it was a E4, E5 at the time. We both wore our dress blues to court that day. And it was for a traffic violation. Had nothing to do with the military, but I still wore my dress blues.
That's interesting. Okay. Because to me, it seemed like it was trying to pull on the judge's strings a little bit, right? Like, oh, look at our honorable service member back here with the dark black under sunken eyes.
Well, I'll have a conversation with you offline about some stuff, but if I was Miss Valente, I'd probably start to try to fade out in the dark instead of fuck away from things.
Not until you pay me my money.
Well, I mean that's different,
Yeah, what you got, Julie? How's that acting career going along, bitch?
And I will tell you this much: did you know debt can affect a person's security clearance?
Oh.
You can actually have a security clearance pulled.
Well, her
if
mental
you have-
state should affect her security clearance, if I'm being quite fucking honest. And the fact that she admittedly was using military electronics to deep dive people, she should be in big trouble for that.
Yes, exactly. So military law does not extend into civilian law unless it was congressionally approved, and that has not happened. So therefore, whatever she has told anybody about the military being involved is actually a big old crock of shit.
Yeah, she threatened a lot of people saying she was going to have the military, involved and go after them and blah, blah, blah. I don't think they'd appreciate that, especially with your own fuck shit.
Yeah. She should probably just, like I said,
fade away.
And fade away. And
well, she was never quite seen anyway, if we're being honest. She's one of those people that like begged for attention and then would fucking cry for attention. Like, it was really bizarre.
Oh, yeah.
She couldn't figure herself out.
I mean, I will say this, yesterday seemed to be a good day for a lot of folks. I will say that much.
And today, Hong and SF have their hearing.
Well, I mean, Hong, was he ever served? Because the last time I heard he hadn't been served.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
I don't think he's been dodging service. I know that for a fact.
They all like to dodge service, don't they?
Hence why the other day I did say something to him about why you dodging service.
Oh.
Yeah, you sure did.
The only thing they're ninjas at is when it comes to dodging service, you fucking elite.
Hiding in a basement doesn't make you a ninja, by the way.
Right. Right.
Oh, I didn't know Clue was up here.
Why wouldn't they let their big badass attorneys that they have across the nation? Why wouldn't they let them just handle this? You know what I mean? I mean, what do you? Are people still tricked by their LARP yet, or do people see it?
Sadly,
that's my biggest question.
Well, I'm being honest with you. I'm still waiting to be served, and I don't run from service.
Right. Well, you better run because dog's going to knock down your door and make a citizen's arrest. What a fucking moron!
All
citizen's arrest is.
All 5'6" of them.
Right.
I would love to see that happen.
Lesniak himself didn't want to be a part of this. He tried saying, but it was never filed.
Hey, Chris. Hey,
Yes,
Chris. Protect that little, that little plate at the bottom of the door, on the outside of the door. Protect that little plate because that's what he'll be kicking at. With his little...
It'll be like BJ trying to kick the cat.
I picture a little garden gnome kicking.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Wanderer Sub. Yes. We won. I won. Our slap motion was granted. It says that they lack merit. It breaks down why nothing they filed even made fucking sense. A kindergartner could have done what they did, and I'm waiting for the people like the E's and the crime and all those people that sat over there with such confidence and all your glorious stupidity to come out and admit that you were fucking wrong. You freakazoids, you were fucking wrong.
Well, you ask Granny if anybody takes them serious, and sadly, yes.
Because I mean, at this point, they still believe it, Jay.
Well,
even with the judge breaking it down.
Well, I don't know about now, but as of last night, they went over some video on BJ's panel from at night, and they were like, oh God, they're in big trouble. Reality Wins is like, oh, this is serious. They're not kidding around. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, so, I'm not kidding around either.
No, you didn't. And you did. I'm so fucking proud of you. For standing your ground, for holding your own, even when it got fucking tough, man. You did the right thing. You took a step back and you handled it with grace. And I'm so absolutely proud of you.
Well, hopefully now that this is behind me, I can start going live again every day. The weight can be lifted. I do still owe attorney fees. That's not quite over. They likely will appeal it. It's not quite over, but we're just waiting now.
But dude, you could take a deep breath. You know what I mean? Like, fine.
I'm seriously, I'm considering going to get a tattoo, Jay. I said I was going to get a tattoo if we won.
Then do it.
Little skunk with a punching bag, and I think I just might do it.
Oh,
Do
that's
it.
perfect.
You know,
Do
you
it.
should request the bond be 447,000 per person.
Yeah, I agree. I said the same thing, the same amount as their reward fund, right? Make it
Yep.
happen. You say you got the money. Well, I kept
Make it
saying
happen.
that. I kept saying that, Chris. I said, here's the thing. For them to say they don't have the money would be idiotic because they're claiming they have this reward, right? Who the
Well,
fuck
actually,
is that guy?
hold on,
We're
back
gonna
up now,
uncloak
because
the Wizard of Oz.
if you remember, I believe Dog the Bounty Hunter said on an episode of Court TV or whatever he was on
He sure
that
did.
they had promissory notes.
Yep. Yep.
Not cash in the bank. They had promissory
Right.
notes. So once again, when I told them that the reward was not real, because when you state you have promissory notes do not have to be paid out.
Right.
So you don't actually
Amber
have
Heard,
the
anybody?
money.
They like to mention Me Too movements. Amber Heard, anybody?
Yep, exactly.
Oh,
Yep. When she was told that she had to pay Johnny Depp, she said she couldn't because she had promissory to a charity, and then she couldn't pay the promissory because of the judgment against her.
thank you, Casual. Right. Right.
So
I mean, do people really think they had that money anyway? And if they did, like I said months ago, and I'll say it again, you know how idiotic it is to raise the reward fund at the rate they were doing it?
It's insane.
They don't
It's
do that.
insane.
if in theory, okay, let's put this in a true perspective here. If Dog the Bounty Hunter would have actually used his real potential in raising funds, he could have probably gotten together with some other celebrities and folks of that nature and potentially actually built a true reward, probably greater than what they're advertising now. If you think about it. I mean, once you're in a circle of that magnitude, why can't you reach out to friends and say, hey, look, as a charitable donation, would you be willing to put forth into a reward fund for a missing child?
Because you're going to give it to the government or give it to somewhere you choose anyways. So,
well, remember, Seth had all that messy shit with the reward fund and that attorney in the beginning, where the attorney was like, no, we said not the, I'm sorry, it was the attorney's secretary said, no, we're not getting involved in that. You guys remember that, where he was like, donate to this, and then no, don't, and no, well, I can't get a hold of that attorney, so don't do it. They don't have that money.
It was that $3,500 was alleged promissory notes as well.
Right.
It was not even cash in a bank. And with that attorney's record, I personally would not recommend using him for anything of that magnitude anyways.
Right. You half monkey, half pug, your name says enough first off, but you have to be an idiot. You have to be an idiot if you think any of this is a fucking grift. If you idiots out there think that I've raised all this money and I'm just living large over here and blah, blah, blah. I have paid out of pocket for my attorney. I didn't raise all the funds it costs to cover this. I didn't want to ask the people to cover the cost of this. Matter of fact, I'm not going to explain anything to you.
Yeah,
well, actually, here, Granny, let me help you with something. Let me help you. So, anybody wants to think that there's grifting going on about these attorney fees, okay? Katie and I have been paying our attorney fees. We have not had any type of funds, no collections, no nothing. So I know what it costs. I know how she feels when it costs the attorney fees. And they continuously build. When your plaintiffs or ours is defendant, hers would be the plaintiffs, have gotten people donating money hand over fist to pay for their attorney fees.
All right, in this case, they have a free attorney who's willing to lend out his signature, obviously. So they're not even costing a penny. I mean, look what the judge wrote in here. How many pages? 400 and right here. This court has reviewed all 107 pages thereof, the 505 paragraphs, and accompanying 446 exhibits. That was their intentions of doing that, is to raise the bill on you.
Yeah. Yep.
These people are just weird. If you want to know when the grift ends, ask fucking Seth Rogers. Ask At Night Media when the grift ends.
Yep.
Don't fucking ask
me.
me.
Begins and ends 100%.
Hey, GG3.
Hi, Granny. Hi, Clue. Hi, Chris.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Can you guys hear me?
We can, yes.
Okay. Granny, I want to say I am so happy for you. I know the last months have been so stressful for you.
Thank you, Gigi. Yeah, I'm praying this is it. I'm praying this over, man. I'm
I
praying.
have a question about that. Can they appeal even though the judge said without prejudice?
Without prejudice means they can't refile it, like Queen did, like Betty did to Queen, where the first one was dismissed and then Betty refiled it again, just like changed a little bit of it. That's what that means. Everybody has a right to an appeal. It doesn't mean their appeal will be heard or granted.
Okay.
Hey, Miss
Yes.
Amy.
So here's the good thing about that is, had they had ruled in favor of At Night Media, Granny could have petitioned the state Supreme Court as her appeal to overlook the case and then remake a decision. So every party member involved in a case has an option after a ruling is handed out. It just depends on which level.
Right.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Amy.
I'm so happy for y'all. I mean, just
thank you.
hi, everybody.
Morning,
Hey,
Miss
Amy.
Hey, Amy. Hope you're doing well today.
Isn't this
Thank
great,
you.
Amy?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Jay.
Hey, I
You
can't
get
see
Jason
who's
up
up
here
here.
so quiet.
Well,
I'm sorry. I have the
can't see
screen
who's
blocking all
here.
of us.
It's GG3.
Oh, hey, Gigi. Okay, now I see Regina's here too. Oh,
There
okay.
we go. That's better.
Lots of people up here.
Yeah, everybody was hiding behind
Full
the
house.
big old W. Can we get some W's in the chat for we fucking win? Freedom of speech, motherfuckers. All these people want to talk about their rights, Betty, right? It's unconstitutional to gag somebody. You dumbass bitch. You got a gag order over in PA. That's how you know these people didn't converse with each other, because Betty would contradict the filing of them over here, and then Betty would go and BJ would go and put her whole fat foot in her fucking mouth, and they ruined their own fucking filing that way. Because none of them knew what the hell they were talking about.
You know what's funny is,
not federal, bitch.
you know what's funny is she says gag orders are not constitutional. Well, then do me a favor, write your local congressman and ask them to explain to you why Trump got gagged.
Oh,
that's the president of the United States, the commander in chief. He got gagged. So you mean to tell me it's unconstitutional?
The way they tried to do it was unconstitutional. Sorry, Regina.
I'm not trying to be funny, Mr. Proudfoot, but I think Betty needs to worry about those threats against the bench that are a felony right now. I really do.
Yeah, they're investigating them. They're investigating them.
Betty is one of those people that doesn't realize that, yes, we have freedoms, and there's also an inverse and proportional responsibility that goes with every freedom. People always want to talk about the freedom, but they don't ever want to talk about the ethics, the morals, the things behind it that allow them to stand up.
Welcome, Sarah. Thank you. Right, they don't understand what their freedoms actually mean. That's what I was saying a little bit ago. Like they're delusional. They live in a world where only they matter. They don't understand reality. It's really fucking sick, if you ask me.
It's a
This whole thing is
country of
sick.
little individual
Thank you, Heather.
tyrants. You know, when you don't.
Right. Paid agitators. I hear
Somebody-
Cletus laughing. Or is that you, Chris?
That's Chris.
That was me.
I
I'm
just
sorry.
found it online.
Somebody sent me a clip yesterday, and I'm sorry. I couldn't help. Somebody sent it to me. I watched it and just was almost on the floor in tears laughing. And it's a clip that Betty is directly talking to me, saying that she has her degree. She has a paralegal degree. And I'm like, yeah, you sure did. You got it out of the Cracker Jack box for a quarter, probably.
Right.
Because you
please.
obviously don't understand how this all works.
Oh, I saw a clip of her. I want to say, I don't remember. I know it was one of her videos that she did recently. And she was saying, like, well, I mean, you can't talk to me because that would be a violation of a protective order. And I'm sitting here like, actually, that's not true at all.
No.
You can't talk to them. It doesn't mean they can't talk to you.
Correct.
Did anybody remember? Anybody remember when Betty was like, I've seen it all. I've seen drownings and stabbings and shootings.
I do remember that. I do.
Like that.
It was insane.
She's another delusional.
Yep.
weird bitch, man. They
The
all are.
dumpsters behind Chili's, she's seen it all.
Yeah,
She's seen it
look,
all.
watching that shit on the news is completely different than what she's trying to imply.
Right.
I love it when she talks about that straight from Skid Row shit. Give me a
I hope she
fucking
sees
break.
this big old fat ass L in your face, Betty. Your delusional Rico plan didn't win.
Nope, damn
Dumbass.
sure didn't. And her other ones are going to fail too in Tennessee and up
Fucking
where
right.
she's from.
She's gonna get a sue track rate like Nick.
Right.
Over 100.
And like their buddy Lan over there, and she should end up like her ex JLR, not able to file any fucking lawsuits.
Yeah,
That
exactly. She should. That would be justice.
Honestly, I would hope without being mean, I would hope that a lot of folks walk away from all of these situations learning something, like when to actually file something, when not to file, to consult a true attorney and get real legal advice instead of ask.com, or whatever it is.
Right.
I don't know.
Docs.com, as they're doxing people. All they have to do is go read the judge's so that this would be her opinion. All they have to do is go read this, because this right here tells you everything, like from them having verifications that didn't make sense to having just going ahead and adding defendants on the filing as if they had a right to do so. And the whole time I kept saying, how are they getting away with this? How are they getting away with this? But they weren't getting away with it. She was taking note.
Why aren't they prosecuting for perjury?
Yeah, exactly.
Because if I'm not
That's a good question. We'll find out. I'll find out when we go to before the judge again.
Yeah, wasn't some of these statements falsified?
Oh, absolute. Flat out fucking lies. And we have proof that they're falsified by some of the people that have come forward in the past 2 weeks.
So then once again, you've got a felon on parole for fraud who has just committed fraud again. I'm sure his parole officer might be interested in some of this too.
Yeah, Nick, would you get a new parole officer? That one get tired of you, or she retire?
No, he got a new one.
Oh, yeah.
Did you read this whole thing already, all the way through?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay. So you just got it this morning while you were right before you went live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll rewind later. And
then I just kind of scroll some of it, which she breaks it down very well. Like you show no proof of your claims. It's ramblings of bullshit. They quote what my lawyer put in like his anti-SLAPP motions, like, basically she's saying, yeah, this is absolutely a SLAPP. And I want everybody to remember, this is Pennsylvania's first anti-SLAPP under the newly adapted law. This goes down in history, baby. This goes all the way down in history. For all of the SLAPPs to come, they will reference this. So next time Nick and Hung get bored and they want to spend a weekend jerking around a fucking table in Lasniak's office, fucking with the next people, they will simply reference your filing from before.
Yep. Easy peasy.
You know what, Granny? You did a lot. You've done a lot for a lot of people, probably in the future with these people as well. Not just for the people, on YouTube, like, you're not going to silence my opinion, but also for this. I mean, thank you for what you did, for standing up to this.
Yeah.
And thank you, Jay, for saying that again, because I was just trying to tell her this earlier. I don't think everyone can realize the gravity of what has happened here. And Granny, it's all thanks really to you. I mean, I know that barbecue was a part of this too, but no,
it's all thanks to you.
You stood firm. It's easy to support someone when they're in the right.
Well, it takes a village, right? I mean, we all kind of stood behind her and lifted her up and stuff.
I certainly didn't do it alone.
But girl, you're the one that had to lay your head down at night in the same fucking neighborhood as these motherfuckers. You're the one that had to get up every day and take your kids places and look over your shoulder. So it's not unrecognized that you personally went through this and stood up to it. So I applaud you for that.
Look, check this out, right? For the idiots in the back. What was that Cali cat that you swatted the courtroom twice? Check this out. There is no exhibit or evidence that demonstrates that any named defendant disseminated any video or audio or in any other way broadcast the actual courtroom proceedings on February 18th. Plaintiffs have not pointed to the court to any rule of civil procedure or case law that prohibits a party from publicly discussing a case or courtroom proceeding where there is no existing so-called gag order in place. There's no such gag order issued by the undersigned or any other Delaware County Court of Common Pleas judge in the above captioned case. There's been no reference of any alleged misconduct at the February 18th court hearing to the Delaware County Criminal Investigation Division, and the undersigned is unaware of any criminal proceedings initiated to enforce the criminal statute invoked by plaintiffs in the March 26 motion. Therefore, it is denied. Basically, you're not the fucking police, you fraudulent little Power Ranger wearing wannabe weird shits. You don't have the right to say I broke the law, you dumb shit.
I can't wait till Brittany awakens from her slumber, wipes the crust from her eyes,
and
gets the news.
Withdrawal, the cold sweats out of her system.
Better be
I
careful.
love
She might wake up and choke on some Captain D's.
I did. Yeah. I fell asleep.
I love this for BJ, y'all. Y'all just have no idea.
Hey,
I
Granny, did you
absolutely
check your
love
messages?
this for her.
I did, yes.
You're
I
welcome.
will be disseminating that later.
Oh,
Sorry,
I'm telling
Regina
y'all.
and I are over here being petty, but
No, but you know
I
what,
love
though?
it for her.
Fuck
Yes.
Brittany. Entirely. Fuck you. Fuck you for thinking you could sit back and do what you did and you were untouchable because it was free.
This is justice, baby. This is a beautiful thing.
Brittany,
I mean,
like, you remember when she said, I know I'm legally blind because I can't see the drive-through menu. Better get those glasses on today, bitch, and open your fucking slanted fucking half-closed eyes. And face
No,
it.
no. Let her call that attorney, that free attorney. Let her call him and let him explain it to her.
Jay.
Hey,
Jay.
if you could only be a fly on the fly strip today.
Thank you,
Not
Mommy
only-
Michelle. Fly on the fly strip. Thank you, Sandra.
Not only that, Jay, but do you realize there's proof right there in the legal documents that that was my husband on a business call?
Right. There's no proof that there was ever a recording because there wasn't. That was fucking defamatory to claim that there was. Hey,
So
Dragon,
I'm
you've been quiet the whole
vindicated from
time.
recording?
Yes,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
are absolutely vindicated, Jay.
Oh, nice. Thank
They're
you,
all-
Judge.
Beautiful.
Appreciate that.
Yes.
Purple Dragon's been up here for a while, quiet. Hey, Purple.
Can you hear me?
We can, yes. Sorry. I should have said hi to you a while ago. I apologize.
That's okay. I wanted to say congratulations to you and obviously Barbecue and Chris, Katie, Sebastian. You won yesterday and today. This is only good news. My hope is that the next news is we find Sebastian. And I'd like to say something to the green team. As an autistic person, we can get married. We can have a life on our own. And you know what? Even those who have no voice can still communicate with devices. My daughter has been hacking her iPad since she was 8. She's been swimming since she was 8. I found out she was reading when she got her first iPad. I believe that was when her first iPad was when she was 8. 1 week after, she deleted everything. And she's kept me on my toes to the point where I've had to deal with Apple because she would lock her iPad with a different passcode. So she's even done that with my computers. You know what? We are all able to do something. Don't be looking down on autistics. My daughter is clearly visibly autistic, and I don't mind she's going to end up having assisted living, but that doesn't mean that she's not an actual person. And the green team has been treating Sebastian, and it's so awful, and it's hurt so much. And I can't imagine how much more it hurt 1 hour when my daughter took off while I was in the bathroom. She went missing, and since she needs supervision, it was a hard drop. I felt for 1 hour that what you felt, and I mean, this was when she was, what, 14? She's 23 now.
Wow.
So I still remember that to the day. The other memories I have, and I'd rather live through what I went through with war and Chile, when I guess you can call it the violent stuff that went happen. I would rather live through that all over again if I didn't have that 1 hour, 1 hour of freak out on the phone with 911. Luckily, they didn't come because I got a call. She had gone to my daughter's best friend, their house. And I just want people to know, we all have that time. All parents will have that moment, even for a split second. They just lose sight of their kid. And that split second, I know people remember it. Just a split second.
Right.
How many
Thank
days?
you for sharing that.
That's just it. I mean, all I wanted to do is say that. And Chris, I made something, a video for you. I have it pinned on Twitter. I've been trying to upload it on Instagram, but I do also have it pinned on my Facebook. It's not something that it can be played probably on the YouTube due to the
Well, shoot me an email,
sound.
Purple. Shoot me an email with it, and I'll shoot it over to Chris so that it's not public.
Okay, well, yeah, it's public on there, but I will. I'll send it to you. I'll upload it.
Well,
anyways,
I appreciate you sharing that with us. Thank you.
Well, thank you for letting me up. And
Of course.
Stephanie is actually saying hi.
Yeah, we can
I
hear her. Hi.
Hey,
All right.
Purple's daughter.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Purple. And bless your heart. I appreciate you sharing that with us.
Yeah, I do too.
Yes.
All right. You have a good day. I'm going to let other people up.
You as well,
Thank
Purple.
you.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye, little Purple.
Bye, little Purple.
Purple and little purple.
Purple, little purple.
Holy smokes, Granny, I just realized something.
What?
Those fatigues that Julia Wardecourt didn't conceal her at all. They saw right through her.
We Frosty and Miss Sherry are up here.
And I just want to say congratulations, Granny.
Thank you, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry, baby.
Hi, Jay. Hi, Chris. I'm Sherry.
Hi, Miss Sherry.
I have 2 adult autistic daughters. I just want to let you know. And my daughters, when they were younger, they used to take off on me too. And I did find them by the grace of God. So I understand what you're going through.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for sharing that.
And I'm praying for you and Katie. I just thought I'd let you know I do go on panels once in a while. So, and
thank you, Sherry. We got breaking news if you guys don't mind. Look at this. Eat crow. Oh, sorry, Sherry. I apologize.
That's okay. I'm pausing myself. Go.
Okay.
Well,
Thank
Granny,
you,
I'm gonna drop down real quick. I gotta run some errands, but I'll be listening.
Thank you, Chris. I
congrats
appreciate
once
you.
again.
Thank you. Let this be the beginning wins to all the future ones to come.
Yes, ma'am.
Take care, Chris.
All right,
Be
later,
safe.
everybody.
I'm praying.
I'm praying for you guys, Chris.
Bye, Chris.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Now, how many of you guys think the E's are going to go back and admit that they
hell
they
no.
fucking lied?
Hell no. They won't be
Is
no
that a trick
apology.
question?
Right.
That's part of what I was coming up here to say. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello, we.
What up?
Hello.
Hi, we.
Hello, lovely soul.
Hi. When the E's went forth with such glee and joy to announce, the protective orders, the injunction, all of the things. I expect, and in fact, I demand
Amen.
the
We demand
same
it.
vigor of those godly people.
Whatever figure means.
Say
You'll figure
all
it
the
out. I'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out.
Sorry, Wee's on a rant. Go ahead, Wee. Tell him.
I was trying, and then you all fucked it up.
Sorry.
Seriously. I've waited for ages, and it's like, no, you no chance. No.
Sorry.
Wait, I'm muting myself because I love your lovely
Thank God.
voice. Continue.
Yeah, she said, thank God. Thank you,
See?
Rachel. I appreciate you.
No, it'd be really quick. There are a few people who deserve mention again because there's a whole lot of things going on, and I'm aware that Granny's mind is definitely trying to do 147 things all at once, as usual. The people who have stood by Granny, I appreciate you. The people who have stood up against an ever growing tide of bullshit to see and stand up for what is right against people who, for a variety of reasons, just wanted to tear Granny down.
All of you on panel and all the subscribers in chat too have all been threatened by these motherfuckers. So everybody stand tall, knowing that none of us gave up. And quite frankly, it was all of you that were holding me up. I mean, I would have never asked Jay, asked Nonsense, ask any of my mods. How many times did I say I can't fucking do this? Like, I know on surface it sounds stupid, right? Like even Clue said before, I don't understand. You're saying this is fake, but yeah, it's a big deal. And it was hard to explain. Like it's not. I don't think people understood the gravity. Of how this fucked me up.
Yep.
Like I went from going live every morning, having a regular schedule, to not being able to go live, to having sleepless nights, to having to protect my kids, to having to look over my shoulders, to, checking bank accounts and moving money around to make sure I can afford what I need to do in order to have a right to my free speech. And when all these motherfuckers sat out here and said, well, you should just shut up. Well, you should just shut up. Imagine if every motherfucker said, okay, I'll just shut up. We wouldn't have the constitutional rights we have today. Shame on any of you for thinking it was okay for them to try to fucking tread on my rights because they wanted to monopolize off a missing child's back. Fuck you and fuck them for trying it.
And extort you of money as well.
Yeah, I was fucking extorted. I was blackmailed. I was fucking threatened. I was doxxed.
The real Rico.
In my opinion, the investigation's interfered with. I mean, when you put out propaganda and all this shit, I mean, what else can you call it?
Well, I see them as all very separate things, but as far as Granny's legal case goes, it's important to note that Granny didn't have anybody bankrolling her. She had the support of people who believed in her, but she didn't have somebody gift her 25 grand for a lawyer.
No.
And
I wouldn't accept it.
Right? I think most of us can appreciate the stress that puts anybody under. And we have all seen it. We have all seen it. We have all heard it. And we are proud of you, Granny. You have come a long way in a decade. Your children see how far you have come. You may not have a university education, but you buckled down whenever you needed to, and you did the damn thing. Be proud of yourself. We are proud of you.
Does that mean people don't believe I went to Harvard?
Not this week. Maybe next week. We'll get you a sweater.
But
It'll
really,
be
I
fine.
mean, Wee's right. I mean, look at the example you just set for your children without even thinking about it. You know, it says a lot about you.
With all the money, you could go to Harvard.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no shit. You should get an honorary degree.
Yep.
Honestly, I don't praise myself as doing anything. All I did was what anybody else would do in this given situation. Like I didn't.
No, that's not true. That's not what anybody else. A lot of people would have been scared and paid him the $500 and shut up.
Yeah.
That's right. And I
Jay's
agree
right.
with Jay. I think a lot of people would, we have seen that there are people who can't even read their own legal documentation before signing on the dotted line. So do not diminish your efforts. Do not. You may not always pronounce words correctly. You know, that's my bugbear. But you let me be an asshole and I let you mispronounce the words. That's how that works. But other people want other people to do the work for them. That's not who you are. We
Right.
see it.
No, and this was lawfare is what it was. And lawfare is the monster that faces us all. For all you people that supported this and you thought it was a grand idea and, just, shut up. Yeah. Not yet, beautifully sunflower, but I hopefully will be. And somebody said to list all the plaintiffs. Here they are. We got At Night. Remember, they listed Lasniak as a plaintiff. So Joseph Lasniak. At Night Media, which will be unmasked. We will make it to the Wizard of Oz and unmasked who the real identities behind this fraudulent fucking company is. Dog the Bounty Hunter, Seth Rogers, Tony L. Mathis, Andrea Griffin, Brittany Nicole Jackson, Christina O'Donnell, Julia Valenti, Hong Si, Nick the Hat. Why did he even put Nick the Hat? Like they thought they were going to do something big with this.
Yep,
right, that's embarrassing.
It really is.
Like the fuck? Why didn't Andrea Bullhorn Betty Griffin or Brittany
Right.
allegedly not fucking high? Why didn't they get their names put in?
Gonna be
That would
Beatbox Betty.
And I still don't even know who the fuck Christina O'Donnell is. I still can't figure out if that's Ocean or Chasen. I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Hey. You know,
Who's
I never
speaking?
get up on it's Steph.
Oh, hey, Steph.
You know, I never get up on panel. I just wanted to say, yeah, and I am celebrating with you.
Fucking
I'm so
right.
happy for you. Hey,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Hey.
Hey.
Just wanted to send you some love. That's all.
I appreciate
I've never
that.
seen
Thank
so
you.
many fucking boxes on a live before. Holy
Well, so
shit.
many people are trying to come up, but there's too many people up as is. Gigi,
All
you
right.
don't mind if I
Jump
put you
down,
down?
Granny.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much for coming up, Gigi. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna step down. I love
Thank
you,
you.
So
Granny.
happy
Oh,
for
bye,
you.
Sherry.
Yeah, I'm
Bye,
gonna step
Jay.
down
I'll
too.
see you
I just
later,
wanted to say
Jay.
congratulations.
Thank you, ladies. I'm honored that you
Congrats.
guys came on panel for me. Thank you.
I
So
love
happy for
this.
you.
Thank you so
Bye,
much.
everybody.
Bye, Gigi.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Granny, I'll be real quick. It's Jay.
Oh no, take your time, Jake Hells. You've been waiting. Go ahead.
I am so proud of you, and I'm so excited. I'm on a break, so I've got 2 seconds, but I want to say, take that, you fucking pickle asses.
Yeah, pickle asses.
Yes.
You fucking creepers.
Oh, I love it, Jay Hills.
I'm
All right,
loving
have a
this
good day,
panel.
ladies. You're all awesome. Love it.
Oh, you
Thank
too.
you.
Take care.
Hashtag freedom of speech, motherfuckers.
I have goosebumps, Granny. Seriously.
I know. I'm telling you. This has been wild. Hey, Captain Kurt. I couldn't believe it, Jay. I couldn't believe it.
What up, Granny? I just wanted to. I'm on my lunch break, but I just wanted to say thank you because you watch stuff like what went on yesterday, and you see people say and do whatever they want on the internet, and nothing happens. So I appreciate you holding your ground and doing what you knew was right, no matter what other people thought about it. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you for backing what is right and understanding that this surpassed YouTube drama. This was my real fucking life. And these people still sit over there and say things like, oh, Granny doxed me when she had the legal filing up. You fucking doxed yourself. You don't get to go in somebody's real life and think you're protected by these fake YouTube fucking rules of engagement. Am I right? I mean, who the fuck
You're
these people think
so
they
right.
are?
I get
Spot
so
on.
sick of this shit.
Brittany better start cleaning up that house so she can start trying to fucking find some money in there or something. I don't know what she's gonna do.
Keep the flies and the roaches and the stale crackers, bitches, but we're coming for the rest of it.
Maybe she can sell them flies. If she can sell them flies, she'd be making a killing.
She better start catching them cockroaches, selling them for turtle food.
That ain't the truth.
That's actually great. I'm gonna go have lunch. I appreciate you guys. For
Thank
real.
you, Kurt. I appreciate
Yep.
you. Thank you.
Hey, Chris, keep your head up, brother. I hope something's found out for you, man.
Yeah, he dropped down, but I'll let him know. Thank you.
Granny, real quick.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to realize that you are the most amazing woman.
Wow,
Okay?
you don't get that far, but
You,
thank you.
yes, you have done something so incredible by fighting so hard. Okay? Because if it had been in reverse, and the others had been where you are sitting, they would have stopped. You kept going. And you did this not only for you, but in the end, it's going to spill on to others, you know, who are being harassed. And you've got to realize your worth.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
You're wonderful.
Thank
That's
you.
all I wanted to tell you, because anybody else would have folded.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Indepines. Indepines says, as someone who is currently silenced from the Me Too era fallout, you are a hero to me. You're a badass. Write a book. You guys are giving me far too much credit. I just did what I think many of us would have fucking done, to be honest. But
You're too humble.
I appreciate all the compliments sincerely. But
I think whenever you get a chance for the initial shock to die down, this is a moment you should play back to yourself, Granny. You really should, to actually see what people have said in the chat and to hear what they have said to you on panel again.
I think you're right.
Because
It'll take a minute for it to sink in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much going on, and there's so much that you've been through, and as well as just trying to come out and do the thing and try and have agency over your own story again, rather than other people taking that. A lot of us see that too. That's why I've kept you very separate from the other person. And I would also like to say a very special thank you, as well as the chat and mods specifically have stood by Granny, the creators that have stood by Granny as well. Yeah. Jay, Nonsense, Breaking Chains, Chasing. There are others too, but there's several of you that have all done things in different ways that have all helped this. And I am very grateful to see that happen. You haven't done it for a pat on the back. You haven't done it to make money. You've done it in the face of having people decry you as being part of a hate channel or pieces of shit, whatever. But you stood up for what was right.
I didn't do half the shit that these people say I did. That's what drove me nuts. Like, I was being associated with things that I didn't fucking do.
Yep.
That's right.
Can I give props to someone who has really been a granny cheerleader this whole time?
Nonsense.
Gary.
Yeah, Gary.
I want to take my hat off to Gary, because Granny, throughout this whole thing, even when he's over in my chat, you know, he's always talking about just how strong you are, and
Gary never.
He really has never faltered, man. Gary's a good dude.
He really is.
Agreed with that. Gary is.
It's been like a day one mod too. All of my mods have been here for years with me. It's a blessing that not many people get.
Well,
I'm very blessed for it.
And you with your
and him being the only male
compared to BJ and the 130 that she's lost. That
140 now, though.
140.
Gary's blushing right now, but you know, being the only male, and I mean, you too, SS. Like, there's not a whole lot of males in this community, so we appreciate you guys.
I wish there was some more of us. It would be fun to have, you know, but we
typically get guys like Josh in this community, so it's very
that's why SS and Cletus have been fucking fresh air, man.
Absolutely.
Especially
Cletus. Yes.
Because he's a daily voice. Yes, sorry.
Can I interrupt you guys one more time? Go ahead, whoever that is.
It's Gigi. Hey, Gigi.
Hey, this is actually PJ. Second chance. I'm one of the 150 plus mods of Brittany's
Yes.
that has left. And
congratulations on your freedom.
Oh, it's been so nice. But I want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
And I appreciate what you have done. It kind of gives us a little vindication too, that we don't have a voice or a platform to say stuff and get threatened to get doxxed if we do.
Right. Yeah, you know that Brittany's holding these people emotionally hostage, that if they speak up or say anything, she's going to give out their personal information. You people support that? Isn't Brittany in a filing?
I'm one of them.
Right. That's what I mean. Meanwhile, she's in this litigation where she's crying she's doxxed. She was never fucking doxxed until she signed this litigation. But she's over there emotionally and terroristically, if you ask me, blackmailing ex-mods to be quiet.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Fuck
I
you.
really don't have any more to say because if
Oh,
I
yeah, get
respected
doxxed if
her,
you
I
do.
would say something, but I have no love or no respect for her, so
I've
it is
Yeah.
what
never
it
in my
is.
life
I'm
heard
sorry you're going through that.
of a group
Oh,
chat meant just for someone's ex mods as a support group system. I've never heard of that.
Well, let
You
me
know
Only
what
tell you
else
the
I
irony.
love?
with BJ.
The
The
irony,
lawyer chat. The lawyer
T-Rev.
the
chat.
lawyer chat, right?
Yes.
Brittany, be thankful that you were spared the humiliation of everybody seeing what a fucking liar and a tragedy exploiter you have been. That the fact of the matter is the only reason you haven't asked for bills in the past year is because you have profited so much off Sebastian's case. You fucking lying hoe. But the irony, and there being a ex-mod survivor group, is that Brittany Nicole Jackson, was a proud member of the Recliner survivor group, where she cried and bitched about her idol, Natasha, who
Yep.
she
That's
now
right.
you know what's ironic?
imitates.
You want to know what started the fuss for our group to leave?
I would, yes.
Because Yvette called the courthouse asking about a restraining order on you,
Mm-hmm.
acting like Brittany.
And then Brittany
That's
didn't
what
even show
started
up.
our whole argument and our fallout.
Did anybody in there ever tell Brittany, like, you really don't have enough for a restraining order against this
We
woman?
all told her not to do it, Granny.
Yeah. As she was over there saying the restraining order I was granted by a judge after a legit hearing was valid, she sat over there and diminished that and then tried saying she needed one against me. When the fact of the matter is I've asked Brittany for 4 fucking years now to just leave me alone.
You did it on
Granny,
panel
can I
last summer, and she couldn't get off your panel before she was over on hers running her mouth.
Yup, we made an agreement and she
Exactly.
ran and stopped.
Yup.
And
Granny,
that's what we had to hear every single day.
Yeah.
Granny said this or nonsense said that and blah blah blah. I mean,
am I
cry
mis-
me a fucking handful.
Right. As she
am,
pokes. Go ahead,
am I
Virginia.
am I mistaken to believe that everyone that was named as a doe they were trying to get the restraining order against too?
Yeah, because they didn't have anybody actually named as those.
Can I take us
Okay.
back for a minute?
Thank you.
Just because my psychopathic ways need to shine brightly in this moment. Brittany J reached out to CJ's Crime Concept wanting to gather a group of people to go after Granny and a few others back in April.
She also
Before,
reached out to Kurt.
Yep.
She also reached out
Wow.
to T-Rev.
Yep. She was in the inbox begging other creators to get a group together. And again, the text messages exist. CJ shared them. I re-showed them the other day. But I want people to understand that Brittany was waiting for her opportunity to take this as personal as it can get. Now, I'm not going to segue into all of that stuff, but we thank you for continuing. I want to say this before I hop down. Thank you all. Like, one thing that I have learned over the last since this happened is people really held on to stupid shit and tried to divide instead of standing on the facts. Granny was in a position that right away was very noticeable that this was bullshit. It was because she was in Pennsylvania. She wasn't even included. She was never sent to cease and desist. The facts fucking matter. And until people start realizing that the facts fucking matter, Granny had the truth on her side all along. She stood there, but she took some massive hits. Some things that have been said about her throughout this, the people that have turned their backs on her because of hate bonding, the nasty, vile lies that have been spewed, the people in her backyard that she didn't know if they were going to come knocking on her door. What had happened? You held your head high, and I am so proud to stand beside you women today, tomorrow, and in the future, because we're not normalizing this shit now or anytime in the future. And if you think we're done, hold on to your horses and grab your fucking helmets, because it's coming.
Absolutely.
And I'm proud of you.
Pennsylvania
Okay, bye.
case law was met today. Thank you so much, Nonsense. Thank you for everything you've done.
Nonsense was absolutely spot on, though. I'm just gonna say.
Hey, GW,
Nonsense
I
is
left you a message in the back chat, and I'm going to hop down for a little bit.
nonsense.
Thank you for that,
Congratulations again, girl.
I appreciate you.
You did
Thank
it.
you.
You did it.
It's fucking crazy.
All right, see ya.
Thank you. Hey, Kenna.
Hey, Granny, I want to say congratulations.
Oh, thank you. All things serious. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I got my phone was blowing up. People were messaging me saying, "Hey, GW won, GW won."
It's fucking over.
Nice.
Hey, Granny, I'm gonna drop down so other people can come up, but thank you.
PJ, thank you. And I'm sorry that you have to go through what you're going through because you decided to no longer support somebody. Nobody should be put in the predicament that Brittany puts you in. You don't deserve that.
Couldn't
Well, I'm
agree
not gonna
more.
let her have that control over me, so that's fine.
Ain't that
But
the
Hell
fucking
yeah.
thank
truth?
you and
That's what's up.
congratulations. And
Thank you.
Chris, if you're still listening, I'm praying for you and Katie, and hope Sebastian comes home soon.
Amen.
Thank you. Bye.
And Brittany, just so you know, you still got a
Peace.
mole because it ain't just ladies.
She's too stupid. Probably
She
didn't
is
even
too
know what that
stupid.
means.
She don't even realize she
She
is the
is.
mole. Dumbass speaks too much. She don't know when to shut her fucking gobstop. Remember when she said gobsmacker's not a word, and then she copied me and was like, I was gobsmacked.
She
Dumbass.
sat over there for half an hour making fun of me about saying she had a mole. BJ.
She looks like her haircut's like the lunch lady, like a fucking cafeteria lunch lady. She's a joke.
Well, it's
Yeah.
also a good time to drop in the fact that there's a bunch of us that have kept our mouths shut in a way. We've said things but not said other things because what was going on legally was far more important than getting a 2 seconds praise on a live stream. And for those people who will now face the full wrath of everything that they have done, I love that for you. Because you have all created such a world of shit for yourselves that no one will stop. And Brittany, you cannot silence everyone by threatening people with legal ramifications. You've been proven today to be a joke. Those who stand behind you are equally pathetic. And I love that for
Pitiful.
you. Perhaps those people who seem to have a little more money in their pockets will pay your legal fees. I doubt it. Otherwise, you're going to have to dip into your Captain D's fund and start figuring out how you're going to pay that money back because you have created such bullshit in the middle of a missing child's case, a missing child that is still not found. And some of us will never forgive you for that.
Right.
Never.
And the people that are
Fuck you.
hate bonding with you are doing just that. They're hate bonding. They don't believe in you. They don't like you. They know you're moralist, but you're all fucking moralist. Go fucking sit in a circle together, dumbasses.
Yeah.
Granny.
Melt by the fire.
Didn't one of them just say the other day that, oh, Granny's so mistaken. This Rico suit's going through. I know it because I'm an attorney. Dumbass. Hey, OG.
Granny.
Yes,
Hey,
ma'am.
I just need you to check back, Dad, please.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Oh, no shit. TMZ wants a copy of the lawsuit to post.
Yeah, I just read that.
Oh.
Put a one in the
Yeah.
chat if we should give it to him. Beautifully
Girl.
anxious welcome. Thank you.
I mean, do we need a frame for it or what? I mean, what do we need to do here? I'm ready
Or
to do all
plate
the
it, or
things.
how do we do it? What do you
Have that
think?
shit bronzed.
I should sell
TMZ
it to
knows
them.
how to
Could
get it.
You
laminate
should
it
sell it to
for.
them.
Right, Clue? I should sell it to them.
Can laminate it
I'd
BHB
be
Can
like,
you
style.
hear me?
I'm gonna need at least $500.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you. Is that you, Kenneth?
No, it's
No,
me.
I was just waiting. I didn't want to be disrespectful and cut someone off.
Oh, no, you've been so patient. Thank you.
But Granny, I am so proud of you for
Thank you.
standing up to these people. After I received those threats from Tony, and he lives just a few, like 100 or so miles from me, I know your terror. And I just want to tell you how so proud I am of you for standing up to these people. You're a true inspiration, and I love you so much.
Oh,
And I
thank you,
know the
Kenneth.
attorney's fees aren't over, and I will continue to support and help pay you to get this all through. I'm sorry I'm emotional because I'm so happy for you.
Oh,
Kenneth, your support through
yeah.
words of encouragement, the being an active chatter, the hitting the thumbs up, the love you show me in other chats. There's no price to put on that.
There's
So
really not.
I mean, that is sincerely what matters most. And I thank you for always being there and doing that. Thank you.
She's
Granny, I'll
always
stand by
taking
you
up for you.
forever, and I'm going to jump down, but just know how so proud I am of you for being such a strong woman and not letting these people grind you into the dirt.
Thank
I
you.
love you so much, Granny.
Love you too, Kenna. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Damn, Kenna, that was so sweet of you.
But that's
That was
that's what everybody's been going through. Like it wasn't just me. Like hear the emotion in her voice. Like
Yeah,
everybody's been
yeah,
suffering through this. Everybody's been terrified. She had
yeah.
Tony threaten her. She lives
It's
close to him. Like these people are creepy. They shouldn't
it's
be allowed to
time
get
for them
away
to
with this.
go. It's time
Right.
for them to go. Betty needs to be, as a condition of all this in Tennessee, have a social media ban. They need to be slapped where they can't just do these frivolous lawsuits. There needs to be some. I mean, there's a lot of things that need to go on. This shit has to end. It's time.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff.
Pack your bags, go to the next fucking trending case, you disgusting exploiters. Hey, Megan. We did
Hey,
it. We
I
fucking did
know
it.
I'm at work and I had to like run outside. So, I just wanted to let you know that I'm so incredibly fucking proud of you. Like I like started tearing up at work. I was like, please don't cry, and I like went and told my friends at work. Just a lot of people don't understand the fucking relief that this is and how much you have been struggling behind the scenes with this and how many times that you've wanted to give up and you fought through, and I'm so fucking proud of you.
You're gonna
Like
make me cry.
I told you I've been trying not to cry. Like we've been through this before, this relief, and this is like on a much bigger scale. And it's like, oh man, y'all don't understand. Just anyone that's talked to her behind the scenes does. I mean, you know, and like her not being able to go live and her like just mental state. You know what I mean? Like this is such a huge fucking relief, and I'm so proud of you.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just, oh my God.
Yeah, certainly hasn't been easy.
No, but you've done amazing and you've stayed strong. And like, I know that you don't want to be seen as like a role model, but I mean, seriously, you have shown such strength through this whole thing.
I don't think people have realized how much I've literally held myself back. Like when I wasn't going live, it was for a reason. It was my personal growth at play. Like it would be so easy to come up here and say what I really want to say. And to make people understand the gravity of what Brittany Jackson has done to me for fucking years.
Yeah. And when she says she doesn't watch and she stayed out of like our mod chat and stuff, that's 100% true. She doesn't go in there. She doesn't want to hear about it. We don't bring it to her because she doesn't want any part of it. So she's not lying when she says that. And there's a lot of people that are saying, oh, she's going to say that, but that's not true. No, it's very much true. And these people that think that they know her from 3 years ago, she's not that person anymore at all. She doesn't want to see it. She doesn't want to talk about it.
Because if there's one thing I've learned on my time on YouTube, hearing these things people say about you, responding doesn't stop it, right?
No,
That's right.
Nothing can change it. And that's what I always say when people try to send me stuff. Like, the only thing seeing this does is fucking either get me angry or it hurts me. Me responding to it's not going to stop it, right? Like, so I don't want to see it. I can't change it.
Exactly.
Yep.
I mean, I ignored Brittany for fucking years. I begged her to leave me alone for years. Who would have thought I'd end up in a fucking lawsuit, spending thousands of dollars to try to fight her to be fucking left alone?
But look at where you are, Granny. Look at where you are. You
I know,
did
but
the
I shouldn't
thing.
be here.
You did it, though. No, you shouldn't have been here at all. This should never have happened. But through all of this, through something that you would have never thought you could possibly do, you did it. That is amazing. Amazing. And I hope that the woman that is stuck to her own fucking fly traps is embarrassed and panicking today. I hope she is.
Should be. You disgrace. Look what you did to this missing child's name.
And we told her in the beginning, I'm not going to lie, in the beginning, I was concerned for her, for Brittany, because she had no idea what the fuck she was getting into. And the more she kept going and going, I lost it. I lost any care that I had. Her karma's coming to her.
People
because
like her have to learn through lessons like this. They're not
I
smart
guess
enough to
so.
learn from the words of others or by reading. So, some people
She's
have to
driven
burn
by
their hand on the skillet.
right. She's driven by envy is her problem.
Yep, and
She will go to all
insecurity.
grounds to make sure I don't ever succeed at anything. Like Brittany, from the very beginning, the third day of me live streaming, Brittany started her shit. I have messages of her saying, don't get her to 1,000. Oh my God, every chat we go into, they love Jessica Lynn. WTF. She was so envious of me from day 3. And here we are 4 fucking years later. I mean, this is insane.
Hopefully,
And that
people
was the
see
hardest
this.
part. It was the gaslighting of like, how the fuck are we here? I could see if I was really guilty of the things they accused me of, but I didn't raise billboards. I never called Seth a P word. I never said he murdered Sebastian. I never doxed anybody. I never threatened anybody's fucking life. I didn't do the things I was accused of. And if I did,
Our
fuck,
whole
man.
point was not to do that. We were fighting
Right.
against people saying that kind of stuff. I sat here with you on so many of those panels. I can't tell you how many days we were actively against this stuff. It's such a
And
ridiculous
she
slap in
lies
the
with
face.
such fucking ease. She
Yep.
lies with such just like the 3 E's over there. Why do you
Yep.
come up and be the 3 fucking 2 women and men you claim you are and come up on panel and fucking apologize,
Thank
Mr. and
you.
Mrs. E?
Guarantee you they
Amen.
won't.
That's not going to happen. You can forget that.
Right. But they should, Chico. They should apologize
No,
to
they
me and
absolutely
apologize to
should.
Sebastian.
They absolutely should. I've been saying that the whole time. So when all of this shit comes out, are y'all going to apologize? And
Right.
we already know the answer. But really quick, I just want to say congratulations, but I also want to thank you because you did stand up for all of us who caught hell from her ass, for all of this bullshit she has said, for like attacking our sexuality, attacking transgender people, attacking homos, and all of that shit. So I do appreciate what you've done today. That is no small feat, and I appreciate you shutting this bitch the fuck up.
Thank you, Chico. And I appreciate you and Peekaboo and Nonsense and everybody that has, stood strong and we're mature and adult enough to realize this isn't about something I said 3 years ago. This isn't, you don't like my content online. This is my fucking life. This was my life.
Right.
You have kids. You're a mother. This shit's affecting your emotional stability daily. I mean, it's so far beyond stupid.
Not because I
YouTube
have my
shit.
kids in the background listening to me talking about people looking like men or murderers or any of that.
Because you're involved with your kids and do things every day. They have schoolwork. You go into events. You cook them food every day. I mean, it's, real life, real parenting shit.
But just
well,
take it
if
with
I could
stride.
jump in. Oh, I'm sorry,
Go
Chico.
ahead. No, I was just going to say, take it with stride. I appreciate what you've done. I know it was a hell of a battle, but you came out on top and just ride with it. And like I said, take their ass to court and make them pay. Make them pay for that.
Amen, Chico. Thank you.
But
and I'll let everybody know when that date is. And if anybody's in the area, feel free to come see History in the Making, baby, because we're going down in Pennsylvania fucking case law.
Absolutely. But y'all have a good day. I'm gonna get my ass back to work. So
you too,
Chico. I appreciate it. So but
Nice
keep your
one,
head up,
Chico.
Granny.
Be good.
Thank you so much, Chico.
Right.
Baby
Granny,
bye.
with all this love, I have a complaint
Great.
because whenever you went to court previously, I didn't get my tiny hands picture. So
But I
on the
got the
next
tiny
one,
hands. I did buy them.
well, on this one, can you please promise me that we get the tiny hands picture on the court wall? That will make my heart so happy. All the bullshit will be so worth it because that will be just the most glorious little FU. It'll be hilarious.
I did buy them too. I went to Five Below. I bought a 5-pack. There's a thumbs up. There's a piece in. I bought them, but I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off. But I got you this time. I got you.
Oh, I love you even more for that.
I love you. I love Wee. She's so funny. Granny, I just want to say.
Well, Granny, I had an idea for you. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead, Lady V. I know you've been waiting. I apologize. Sorry.
No, it's all right. She can go ahead.
No. I just was.
No,
I
want to take. I want to take a few minutes. So
okay. Well, I'll be 2 seconds, and I'm dropping off. I was going to tell you jokingly. I was going to say, "Do you need me to be your media coordinator about TMZ?"
Yeah,
As
right.
a joke, but I was seriously thinking about that. You ought to talk to Breaking Chains. You might could really get something set
Oh
up with
yeah.
somebody.
I'll shoot
But
Lynn a message. I'll see.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That's a good idea. Thank you.
yeah.
Right.
And lastly, I was going to tell you, make sure your first one is Coffin Dapper.
Mm. You know what I want TMZ to do? I want the title to be something about LARPing on a missing child's case. I want them to call the fuck out the fuckery in this.
Yes, yes, yes. But anyway, seriously about Breaking Chains. But I was
Yes, good
jokingly saying that
idea.
about myself. But seriously about Breaking Chains. Congratulations again. Have fun. See y'all all later. Bye.
Thank you. Thank
Take
you.
care. Incel
I
writes
just
true crime fanfic.
Yeah. Right.
I just want to say I'm so proud of you. As one of the 150 and above now, I'm sure.
Whoop, whoop.
I have watched you go through hell for almost 4 years. I don't get to catch you live all the time because our time, my sleep time is different than y'all. I'm a night owl, but I watch your replays and all. And honey, what you have been through is absolute hell. And the things she has said about you to me behind when I was a mod and stuff is just atrocious.
Yeah.
But you stand strong. And I have to say this to you because I remember whenever you used to go shopping and I jump up here with you and talk to you while you were out grocery shopping and
Yeah, we used
you
to
were
have
so
fun.
light. Yeah, it was so lighthearted and you've covered, you covered some stuff. You've changed so much and I give you kudos for that because it's not easy to do nowadays. I mean, people won't give you second chances all the time, but you have stand strong and I'm just so thankful to hear a genuine smile on your face. And I am so proud of how you handled this. You know, I love you. I've always loved you and I'm behind you. And I am so, so thrilled for you.
Thank you so much, Lady V. I really appreciate that.
You're an amazing person. You really are. And you give the rest of us hope. I mean, you stood up to this bitch. And all I can say is, you know what? Karma is a biatch, BJ, and you deserve every bit of it.
She does. She does deserve
She
this.
does.
You
And
know,
I'm
and
not a hateful person, but
nope.
I'm so sick of her bullshit, the way
I was
she
just about
treats
to say the
people.
same thing. I've had people say to me, don't take pity on her. Don't feel bad for her. Because they know me. Because as much as Brittany tries to demonize me or these people that have personal vendettas because my channel did better than them or because I got more support than they got.
That's what it is.
That is what it is. People hate when people get support that they know they themselves will never get. That's why bigger channels usually get attacked. And in that little sector, I was a bigger channel and I was their focus when it wasn't who they're hate bonding with now.
Absolutely.
And
I
the
was
fact
there.
that
I remember that.
I will not take any sympathy on Brittany. I have no sympathy to give.
No,
this has been
I
years.
don't
I
either.
have given her so many opportunities. Just leave me alone. I've blocked her. I don't visit her channel. I tell people not to go over there. I tell people not to unsubscribe. She cries about that. She cries I'm sending them. I'm telling them not to go. She can't pick a motherfucking struggle.
No.
And now she chose a missing child. I see you, true crime junkie. If you don't have to have your camera on if you don't want it.
What she's done with this case is just absolutely disgusting.
It's back on if you didn't know.
I cannot with her, as she likes to say. I can't with her.
I can't with her.
You know?
Yep.
It's just the lies that she spews out of her mouth and the grifting and all this stuff. I mean, if people want to give her money, that's fine. Know who you're giving the money to.
And then the nerve to say that I'm grifting off a legal filing you threw me into fucking head first.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Shaggy. Thank you. True crime junkie, do you know your camera's on?
Yeah, I just wanted to say congratulations, and your tattoo should read first Rico in history by Cranky.
I was thinking about getting a cute little skunk wearing a crown with like a watermelon themed punching glove or whatever on.
Oh, that sounds good.
You really should put a tattoo about you winning the Rico, the first person ever.
The first successful anti-SLAPP in Pennsylvania state law. Yep.
Yes.
Oh man, and you know that's going to be there on the books until way after BJ is gone off this earth.
And BJ, your name
Our
won't even
first
be in
one.
it. Thank you so much, Shaggy and Sean. Thank you, Rana. You're and how disgraceful. You'll forever be known as the sick son of a bitches that tried to take away somebody's freedom of speech so you could profit off a missing child's case. Shame on you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm just saying, Granny, I would definitely go get me a nice, reasonably priced bottle of some import.
Yeah, I don't drink, or I would. I'll have to celebrate
and
another way.
and put Moment for Life on, repeat play and just like
We know you don't drink, but if you could indulge in some of the other treats that you enjoy, I think that would be a very good idea today, Granny. A nice little dinner, something that you can enjoy, you and the kids, just
Yeah.
something that you can celebrate and just relax.
Thank you.
you earned it.
Well, I just think it's hilarious that the money that she's going to be having coming in is going to be garnished, and she really going to be grifting now, man.
Yeah, somebody wanted to know how much she'll owe. So whatever I paid my attorney times 3, and then whatever
Times
court
3.
cost and all of that, and then whatever barbecue paid her attorney times 3, and court cost and all of that. So,
Granny,
I
don't
wonder
forget
what
to
Craig's
add,
got to say about
don't
this
forget
now.
to add the cost of your lunch
cost of my lunch.
whenever you had to go to court. Absolutely.
Yeah, the cost of travel, all of that.
Yep,
Yeah,
all
Gas,
of that. Yep.
everything.
Apparently, thank you.
Yeah, and I had white truffle oil and
Yeah.
24 karat gold edible flakes. I mean, we were flying in all types of shit. So get ready.
Yeah, so it's a big bill. But it's not
Yeah.
just Brittany either. It's Julia Valenti. It's Hong. It's At Night. Wait, did anybody else notice? Is Julia's name not on there? Oh, no, it is.
Oh, I thought it
No,
was.
it is on there.
It's on there.
And it also goes towards the other people that she has threatened after your case, and that would be Nonsense, Trisha Talks, to name only a couple, Queen, I'm sure as well. She was going to just sue everybody. And you're sit down, Brittany. Sit the fuck
Well, it's
down.
free.
Be humble.
Man,
Right.
Be
it was
humble.
Sit down,
It was
dude.
free, we.
Be humble.
It was free, man. It was free. Yeah.
Right.
Granny,
Yeah,
The stupidity in what Brittany said. Y'all, I really thought that this was going to make them stop. I should be allowed to come on my channel and say what I want. And are you fucking kidding me? You know how stupid you sound to say that you should be able to come on your channel and say what you want while simultaneously trying to take away what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Are you kidding?
Well,
Hey, Granny, I have to say that
Hey, Nicole.
last night BJ got pissed at me because I just happened to see she was live, and I thought, and she just started, and she said she was getting ready to talk about BHB and talk about how she had freedom of speech. So I put on there, how dare you say anybody has freedom of speech and what you're doing to Granny, and you can go back. She read it. She went off. She was pissed. It's not the same thing.
That's
Blah, blah,
exactly
blah, blah,
the same thing. No, you know
I
what?
said,
It's not
it
the
is.
same
It
thing.
exactly is. Uh-huh.
The
But the only
difference
difference is Katie and Chris don't have a YouTube channel. They are not part of the public, the professional or whatever that court. And I caught that when you read that this morning. I thought that's going to be what saves them against Betty, is they're not one of you guys, a YouTuber or whatever.
They're not public figures.
Right.
knew how
But
it
just
would go
really
so
fast,
well.
I just want to congratulate you as a mother to a 30-year-old daughter.
Thank you.
I am really, I mean, as woman to woman, mother to mother, you did the right thing standing, and your children will be very proud of you. And
Thank you.
I also want to say thank you to, and I know I'll miss some, but Jay, to Nonsense, to Queen, to Clue, to Trisha Talks, to the YouTubers that stood behind Granny when it might have been easier for them to say shut the fuck up and back off, because who knew what was going to happen, right? But those are your friends, and they stood behind you, and as a subscriber, I respect that, because if somebody would have not, and not stuck up for you, I'd have left that channel and never went back. So it says something about those channels that went ahead and, took the chance to get shit too, but they stood behind you. And just congratulations.
Well, Titanium Belt was another one who
Very
stood
well
by the
said.
whole time. Absolutely.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. There's a list, and they know who they are. And the people that walked away or didn't back you up, they know, and we know who they are too. And it will all come out in the end, and it matters. And you
I
go, girl.
appreciate you.
Have yourself
Thank
a
you.
wonderful Easter weekend. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Hey, Granny, I want to say something real quick before I drop off.
Absolutely, Eddie. I'm sorry for what you've been through too.
You went through it worse than I did. Mine was only temporary. Yours was for years. I want to say that when you came up on panel, when I was on panel with Regina and you came up there and we talked, and I apologized to you, I want to say thank you for accepting my forgiveness and allowing me to be in your community.
Oh yeah. No, not necessary at all. I understand. I understand what it's like when you're, in this area where somebody's a perpetual victim and a pathological fucking liar and they gaslight you out of your own reality. Believe me, I know what it's like. So I don't blame any of you who believed her.
Then again, I just got to add, Granny, you do have paperwork right there proving that BJ is not a victim. I mean,
right. She's not.
No, she's a bully. She's nothing but a fucking bully.
Absolutely.
And apparently, SF is in a hearing right now in Los Angeles with against Hong for a protective order.
Good. Hong's going to have to be selling his shoes before long, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It seems that a whole lot of people have made some very poor judgments, to say the least, and I hope that they face the full ramifications for everything they have done. Unfortunately, that takes a bit of time, but it's disgusting what people will do out here.
And don't forget, we can attach liens to Cash App, Venmo, PayPal,
Right.
baby. So go ahead
YouTube
and
payments.
Yeah, listen to that intro every time.
We can get you a little tow hook and a little cart to trail things away. We'll do all the things.
Yep.
Just know all of the memberships, all the PayPals, all the super chats, they're going to be going right to Granny and Barbecue Lady.
And you can't hide shit. Southernish, thank you. You can't hide it either.
If you can't
We
hide it
already
from the
worked on it.
IRS, you can't hide it from the courts.
Yeah, it's ironic. Brittany just had somebody in her chat the other day saying they're going to contact the IRS on me. Huh.
Oh my
I like
God.
that. We did, Gillian. Yep.
I'm such an ass in that situations like that. Had it been me, if I got that property, man, I would literally sell it, keep about a 6 foot square, and have a statue of myself made in the victory position. I'd put a
I love that
SS. And make
Well, I
a
will
YouTube
say,
channel, and you live stream that bitch 24/7 in perpetuity.
well, I will say her friend did send me a trophy a few years ago that said, Granny's still watching you bitches and weirdos. Her friend that's, an attorney. Keep taking that legal advice. See where it got so far.
Well, and every time she defaces it, she'd have to just pay to have it fixed.
Yep.
So.
Have it on stream 24/7. Have a seat in front of it so they can come and mourn their loss anytime they feel like it.
Honestly, I don't even want to go anywhere near that fucking possessed property. If I'm being
You don't
honest.
want bed bugs.
No.
Keep the cockroaches and the flies. I don't want them.
Yeah.
But I do want what you owe me, and you fucking owe me. So somebody asked if we'll be able to do like emotional damages and stuff. No. Punitive damages, no. But that can be a good thing because it can lead the door open to a countersuit. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to speak with my attorney. If I'm being honest, as much as I want to countersue the fuck out of especially Brittany for all the defamatory remarks and years of hell, I also at the same time just want this to be done. But I'm going to wait and see what he thinks and what the final judgment is and what they think we should do. Thank you, Joe Madre.
Well, you got a damn good attorney, that's for sure, man.
Yeah.
And if your attorney says go through the lawsuit,
then we go
through
for
it. The max amount you can get.
Yeah. I mean, you got to remember, Brittany made up actual defamatory statements, admittedly, that she was lying about them. So there's a lot of countersuits to be filed. If
You
yeah,
do. I think that you do deserve any punitive damages that you could ever be awarded in a counter suit, though,
Absolutely.
Granny.
plus
Absolutely.
we still have the chance to argue that too. Like when we have this court hearing for what they'll owe us, our attorneys at that point can like dispute with the judge that we disagree that there shouldn't be punitive damages.
Yeah,
You've
there
went
is
through a lot of
definitely
emotional duress.
Yeah.
there
Also,
is
Granny,
definite.
with that being said, if you choose that you are done with it because you're exhausted from this and you have your victory in hand, I know that everyone will still support that too
Oh,
from you.
absolutely. But I kind of feel like I
I
want
do.
to.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
respect that too. But I'm just saying, either which way, you've
Yeah,
earned your
thank you.
right to whatever you want it to be.
I appreciate that, Regina. Yeah, I'd be able to take it to civil court. Absolutely.
You'd win. You'd win
Yeah.
instantly.
Absolutely.
And what Brittany doesn't
I mean,
understand, because people kept saying I was on a contingency basis with my attorney. No, we spoke about if we had to do a Dragon Eddie or a countersuit, that at that point he could hook me up with his partner that may take it on a countersuit. So for Brittany over there, like Granny's not going to countersuit because she don't have the money. A lot of people, when they see a W in a bag like this with big names attached to it, they'll take it because they want it, because they know it's
Right.
Yes, they will. Yes,
so
they
don't be
will.
so naive, you
absolutely.
dumbass.
There's
Signing
also
paperwork
some.
without talking to an attorney. You're gonna act like you have any legal advice for me? Maybe take your own fucking advice and chat GBT it, bitch.
Some lawyers will take it just because they want to punish people for doing this lawfare shit.
Right. Some attorneys just stand against dirty attorneys like
Yup.
Lasniak and
Yup.
dirty people like At Night and Dog the Bounty Hunter that think they're gonna fling around their weight on people. Absolutely.
Yup. They've already made
Hey,
their
I have a
money and they love
question.
nothing more than to do this shit.
Right.
I
Who has
I
a
have a
question?
question.
Yes.
I do. I was wondering about Lasniak. I mean, how does this affect him?
Well, wait till the bar gets a hold of it. It's going to affect him greatly. The fact that his name will always be attached to case law for filing the first anti-SLAPP, the first SLAPP, which is a strategic lawsuit against public participation. A SLAPP suit basically says, I'm a piece of shit that's insecure, and because I feel like I have a right to financially drain you, I'm going to. That will always
Yup.
be attached to this
That's
man's
just
history.
bullshit.
You will no
And
longer ever get Delaware County's top attorney fucking
nope.
voted in. Nobody else votes on those shit. So you and Hong and Nick probably made up all these fake accounts just like you did all these fake exhibits to get yourself out of position, and you will never see it again, Lasniak.
The man has gone down in history as
Yeah.
a bad attorney, literally.
Yeah.
Didn't they pass that law in, what was it, June or July?
It was July, and I don't think these
And
idiots knew it.
and I don't think they did either. And they put this forward when September.
Yep.
So think about that. So normally you would imagine something like that. This would take a little bit of time, but the first SLAPP is filed 2 months, or anti-SLAPP is filed 2 months after they pass it. I mean,
And
like
it's
they
already
couldn't wait to be the first dumbass.
Yeah, because they didn't.
They
They
were
don't
like
know the
running
law.
in a race. They were like, please, I want to be remembered forever for my stupidity.
Well, ironically,
Yeah.
Nick tried saying before that they're going to make new case law, and this is going to go out to legislation, and they're going to change the way true crime is reported on here. You sure are, but not in the ways you thought you were. You
Yeah.
sure are, my friend.
You're going to
are.
help contribute to the coming changes that are put in place so that folks like BHB and others can't do the fucked up shit that they do to these families.
Yeah.
Not to mention the people who have been dumb enough to call in threats against a court, etc. If there's any tie there at all, which I mean, I can only imagine, but if there's any tie there at all to a certain lawyer, that's going to look real bad for him, real bad. And I love that for everybody. You think that Granny or any of us on YouTube, you think we're all a joke? That's great. The courts aren't going to play with your bullshit. Whoever did that, you can kiss your arse goodbye. Have a great time. Have a fantastic time. Bend over, cough, do the whole thing.
Yeah, they don't play the little games that you people seem to play here. I always say you can convince your YouTube audience of whatever you want, but the courts don't live in the little delusional parasocial land.
Oh, and I think those subscribers need to realize, who do y'all think they're going to be grifting for the money to pay for these frivolous lawsuits?
Right. Well, like Mr. Blue just said, Han posted just a couple of days ago that the anti-SLAPP law was on pause and this won't go through. Yeah. Take
Well,
your
it
pickle
did.
Well,
out the
he's
jar.
been wrong all along. He's been wrong about everything.
No, they're
Open it. Go ahead, Granny. I'm sorry.
like I said, this is just showing, breaking through the first layer of their facade. I hope people realize these people are not what they sold you all to be.
Their subscribers and members better open up their bleeding hearts and their deep wallets for this, because this ain't no joke.
Right.
No, it's not.
It's no joke at all. Nope. They've what was it Julie Valenti said? That it's 10 miles from where the Declaration of Independence was signed, and you all are gonna fuck around and find out, right? How's that fuck around find out feel, Julia? Oh, she makes me so mad.
She's I can't stand that woman.
No,
Speaking of,
she used to come up here and cry, and even, I mean, you would try to be conciliatory with her, and she would still circle right back around to the first thing, make it all about her, and just whine. I mean, she is the perfect fit for that group.
Y'all don't
She
understand,
really is.
Julia. Julia was trying to get her foot in the door to all of this the whole time. If it wasn't whining about Terry Lynn going between creators, I'm telling y'all, I knew she was a snake from the get-go.
we knew she was trouble. And speaking of FAFO, we have FAFO on panel.
Hello. Oh, hell yeah.
Hello. How are you?
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yo, let me let you know. When it happens, let me know. I will travel from Philly up to you.
That's right.
I'm right in Philadelphia. I will make the trip. Okay, it is very easy for me to get on the train, SEPTA, and go right up there. So trust me.
I'll take you right to the courthouse footsteps where we should have a press conference.
Yeah, right. Go right up to the press conference.
Maybe bring a marching band.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
Marching band. Oh, that'll never get old, will it?
Nope.
Oh, it's great.
I think Barbecue's saying $500,000 because she's estimating what she paid and then times it by 3 and then times it by 10. If that's what she thinks she's going to get, then, bless it be.
10 of them have to pay you.
Yeah, every plaintiff has to pay 3 times the damages.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but that's what certain people have forgotten here. They think that it's somehow Granny making the rules or Granny. No. A judge does that. That's what they're there for. They have a full education to do all these things. You see this nice little judgment that has been set out here. A judge did that. That's why it carries weight. No matter what bullshit they all cock up here on YouTube for the foreseeable, I would give it even a couple of days. They're going to be trying to do the most. You have bigger fish to fry. You should be very concerned because of what you have created. And I love that for you. Have a great time.
In the words of Seth Rogers, let's use you to mop. Is that what he said to Chris the other day? Come over here and let me mop you, boy, or something. You better get those mops out, Seth Rogers. Yeah, Quinny.
Oh my God.
Yep. We fucking won. We fucking did it.
You did.
So does that mean Seth Rogers, Tony, and all of them have to pay for that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Every name plaintiff now has to pay 3 times the attorney fees plus court costs.
Probably good thing he's got that GoFundMe, huh?
Yeah, keep that up.
Whew. Sucks to be you guys. Sucks to be you guys.
Sucks to be you. And if you think you don't have if you think you're protected, like I heard Josh say one time.
Oh my God.
Josh said one time, "Oh, I don't own anything. I got a microphone. I got a candle. I'll put liens on everything you do own." You can sit there and think, because Brittany's bragging about the 2 properties they own, and keep bragging. Hong's bragging about all the cars he got. Go ahead.
It's like they don't realize you can put a lien on there, or not a lien, but a garnishment on their paycheck.
It's called liquidation.
And on their Cash App, PayPal, Venmo.
Yep. Damn sure.
Well, they're going to find out how it is. They're going to find out how it is to work for somebody else and hand their money over to somebody else.
Yep. And May, yes, I'm absolutely going to the bar with this. I'm going as high and as loud as I can get with this.
You should. You should.
I'm so proud
Honestly,
of you,
all
Granny.
this
Because they
should go
fucked
to you.
around, found out.
This should all go to YouTube legal too. I know that I was reading some of the stuff about reporting things, and it says on there for defamation. You know, they don't have YouTube won't do anything for that. You have to take it to the courts. But after you take it to the courts, there is some recourse there, from my understanding. So
Yeah, there is.
Oh,
But I
so
want these
this
bitches to have their only job they have. I need my money. Psyops, I
well.
need my money.
I understand you on that 100%. Maybe let them pay for a while and then hit them with it.
6 months of payments.
Yeah, like get me a little cash come in so I feel straight, and then go on and shut you down. Because I mean, these people just need to go. I mean, if all of them disappeared and didn't cover this on here, the only thing that would happen is that the community would get healthier, the truth would get out
Facts.
easier, and you would have a much more harmonious true crime. It wasn't always this
absolutely.
bad.
No.
Like
Yep.
newcomers that are here for this, this community was not always like this. This group, Betty, and some of these other folks that were involved, they're the ones that drug this all the way down into the mud. Did we have problems?
Absolutely.
Yes, but not like this.
No,
Right.
nothing like this.
I say
Yeah,
it started.
I was never a fan of mixing true crime and drama together.
No, and a lot of people she roped in weren't either. That's fact. And listen, this
Yeah.
is the SLAPP law. This is what's written in legislation, is that it's 3 times the fees. Like there's no debate in that. That's part of the statute.
It's just how it's written. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, Lily.
And that's what I was trying to say earlier. Whenever you go for your hearing, your attorney will be able to put before the judge that there should be room for compensatory damages as well, because of all of the things that have been endured, and there is a
Oh Lord,
backlog
and you got
of information to
oh,
be able to prove all of that. So that's why I'm saying certain
absolutely.
people should be super uncomfortable today. And
Video
I love
after
it for them.
video.
Suck it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
there's video after video going back as far as I can remember with Granny since I've been on here. She started right after I was on here, and all
You're
the
up, Kenneth.
people. I mean, we don't forget those things. We remember what she did to your daughter. We remember all of this shit. We don't witness after witness. Remember what she did to your daughter.
That's right. Kenneth, make sure you mute YouTube in the background, sweetheart. No, people don't forget. Brittany makes herself a perpetual victim of fantasies, of the things that she does to others. And I think people have witnessed that over time as you watch in real time now, because she slid under the radar for a long time. I think people are now just seeing it.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you,
this is
WNC Granny.
this is a healthy dose of karma, and it's pronounced ha ha ha. Because I mean, straight up, she has been paving the way solo all this time, Granny, in everything that she has done towards you for this to be her karma. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
Hashtag Tavo. I did, OG Fish. Thank you.
You said that Brittany slid under the radar for a while. I
She
tell
did.
you who really slides under the radar, and that's Pearls or Justin, whatever, Spanky.
Oh
He is
yeah.
so boring. Nobody who's decent or has a brain can sit through it to criticize him. It's like the best defense ever.
Well, what I did realize is now YouTube has where you can 4 times speed somebody. So buckle up,
Oh,
Justin.
Oh,
yeah.
they can't. Oh,
If
thank
you get
God.
4 times,
Yep.
you might be able to go through it. But he is the most boring. I mean,
He
really
is.
he has the worst. Like I don't even know what to say. It's so bad, and everybody in chat knows it. It's unbearable. He's so stupid. It's never facts. Like it's torture.
It
You could have
is.
closed Gitmo
Oh,
in a weekend with access to his streams.
we see that's where I would disagree with you, SS. It's not stupidity. He is selling a version
Yes.
of reality to people. It's not stupidity. He
I mean,
is doing
processing
a very
speed.
targeted effort. He gives off this very lackadaisical, doesn't really know what's happening. Oh, but look at me and my little monkey and my little hair flick. No. For those of us who have been around for years, we see it and we do remember
Oh
Justin
yeah.
Dummies,
Granny.
and I will use that word correctly, dummies like Brittany, who believe this whole, well, Justin wouldn't do any of that. You haven't any idea of the things that Justin has done. And notice very clearly, his name is not on that suit.
Right.
Exactly.
He let you all sit on the hook for that. Congratulations.
Don't hate
Congratulations.
on me. Don't hate on me for saying this about Justin, but it is actually quite entertaining when that monkey is swinging off his hair plugs. I'm sorry, but that is entertainment. It really is.
I think Justin, I think he's
Granny.
very calculated in what he says.
I just wanted to remind you about that beautiful $500,000 lake house in Oklahoma that you could summer in.
That's right.
And Oklahoma is a state where you can claim that house. Just to let you know what Tony has.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck. Bye.
Well, if you come to Oklahoma, maybe I'll be able to visit you from Kansas.
Look, if Granny goes to Oklahoma, I am hand making her a full Annie Oakley outfit. We're going to do this shit in style because I am ready for it.
I got the gun.
No weapons, no weapons.
Weapons are
water
needed.
pistols. Water pistols.
Yeah.
She's gonna come out of the house singing, "Oh, what a beautiful morning" from Oklahoma.
Granny will have the
Come out-
fastest mouth that side of the Mississippi if she's out there. They won't know what hit them.
No, they
Oh,
won't.
like any of us need a weapon. Like any of us need a weapon with these double-edged swords they call tongues.
Yeah.
Exactly. I didn't say it had to be loaded.
I'm just looking up this case law to show you all how much, what they'll be responsible for.
So we're talking about $600,000 a piece. Is that what you're saying?
There's no actual number yet.
Well, here in Pennsylvania, it's like 3 times. So whatever 3 times that is,
Yep.
Yeah. Here in Pennsylvania, it's 3 times. So count that 3 times for all of them. Damn.
Yep.
I don't feel sorry for them at all. I just really don't. I think every one of them deserves.
Oh no, I don't feel sorry for them.
That, man. Yeah, every penny.
I don't feel sorry for them at all. That's sort of like Alicia Keys sings. What goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. There you go. Karma. It's
I was questioning karma a little bit during some of all of this stuff that's been going on recently, but I have to say, she is a bitch after all. So it does happen, and it happened for the right person, man. You and Barbecue deserve this crap.
It happened for the right reasons. That's the whole thing. It was just.
Granny has been through some shit with these people, and I'm glad she's getting her due. She getting her due.
Mm-hmm.
I find this as her due. Her comeuppance.
Absolutely.
This is her comeuppance. Because them people were just ruthless, man. These people are stupid and ruthless.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Brittany's just been absolutely cruel and evil in her pursuit of Granny.
Yep.
And now that the tables have turned, all of those sleepless nights, and there have been many, that Granny has spent worrying about how to rob Peter to pay Paul in order to finance her case. Now that shoe is on the other foot, and unfortunately for them, it will be collected on. That's their legacy. That's their future. And congratulations, you proved yourself to be an entire idiot. If you are going to sign a 16-page legal document of any description, even if it was doodled on in crayon, without reading it, you're an entire idiot.
Yeah, and I don't think BJ read it at all.
Well done, everybody. All of you who have signed any documentation with those people need to be taking your ass to a lawyer immediately. For
But
your
it
own
was
sake.
free. It was free, man.
Right.
Well, I'm more thinking about some other people there who have obviously. I realize they have been part of the whole thing, but I mean, if they aren't having a come to Jesus moment right
Yeah.
now, I don't know what to tell you.
That was the thing,
They
you
never
know.
will, man.
BJ got her a lawyer on a Kmart BOGO. She just didn't realize that the get one part of the buy one was going to be an anti-SLAPP. A little bit of miscalculation
I love
there.
that analogy. Love it.
She brought her coupon and everything. She's like, I clipped this out of the price chopper. Do you take 3-day-old Captain D's payment?
Ew.
Well, what's pretty bad is when she just cooked was it a pot roast? And he's like, I didn't know how long that was sitting there. I'd rather have the Captain D's.
That's a man that has been caught by food poisoning before. You could tell that was the voice of
Yeah.
experience.
Well, hey, look, if you want to see that whole size like that, Betty had that dog, and one time she put some of that gray meat she cooked down on the floor for it.
I saw
it walked
that.
off. She said that the dog wouldn't eat it, but then not 2 days later, her pipes burst, and she's complaining because the dog's in her kitchen lapping up the brown water. So the dog will drink backup water, but it won't eat her cooking. What does that
blame
tell
it?
you?
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, did you
these
see
people
it?
own themselves?
Did you see it where she was sitting there trying to feed the little dog meat off of her plate? It was whining, rejecting it, like, please no, mommy. I swear it was.
Save Delilah. Save Delilah.
She feeds that poor dog onions, grilled cooked onions. That is literally toxic.
You can't do that. Yeah,
no, you can't. She's killing the dog. It's sick.
I bet that dog has PTSD for real.
Oh, poor puppy.
Yelling and screaming all the time. Oh my God.
I don't like to think about
I
that.
agree.
Oh,
Granny, can we get custody of Delilah in the judgment? I'm just asking. I'll take Delilah.
Poor Delilah.
People are saying in chat that SF that the restraining order still stands.
So it was granted?
That's what they're saying in chat. I'm sure maybe there's a Twitter post. Yeah.
That would be, I mean, oh, here we go. Let's check it out, guys.
Rock and roll. They're having a great morning. I love it for
This
them.
is a good morning. Good morning for justice to be served.
Yeah.
Can we? All right, we can see it.
If somebody applies for a restraining order against somebody and the other party doesn't show up, it's usually automatically granted. Usually.
Yeah.
Here, post restraining order hearing against Hong. The temporary restraining order against Hong remains fully in effect. Evade service does not nullify a temporary restraining order. In fact, Hong's local sheriff submitted an affidavit confirming that he is actively evading service. Who remembers when they lied on me and said I was evading service and that I caused a safety risk? Anybody remember that?
Yeah, that's right. Can we get all the ones in the chat?
Yeah, all the ones for people that remember that. Fucking frauds. It was also verified that his claim I am a subject of a criminal investigation are just as fake as his attempted injunction. He insists he's not afraid, yet he refuses to accept service from law enforcement and won't return their calls. Judges see this tactic all the time. It's not a winning strategy. If he truly believes my restraining order is frivolous, as he claims, then why is he so afraid to fight it? All terms of the temporary restraining order remain in place, including the prohibition on owning, possessing, or residing in a home with firearms.
I'm telling you, I bet dollars to dimes he's worried about his parents finding out. I guarantee you they don't know what he gets up.
Oh, psyops just dropped in the middle of a good sentence too. Well, what I don't get is they claim they work for the elite. You know, they got the top team of attorneys on their side. Why aren't these people running to courtrooms to be heard? Right, psyops? In the middle of a good sentence, you kicked yourself. But seriously. Why aren't they running to the courtroom? They work for the elite. They got the FBI on their side. Why aren't they running to courtrooms to say, hear me out?
I think they've got a direct line to the commander-in-chief, for goodness sake. I mean, come
Yeah.
on, man.
Right. Why didn't
Yeah.
they use these elite attorneys on this lawsuit? Because I don't see anything in this
Well,
lawsuit to look
they
Well,
could
legit.
get they could get the attorneys in Trump to go live from the Oval
Right.
you
Office and
can't
clear it up.
you
Exactly.
can't have your attorney respond to a lawsuit that you're evading service for. That's kind of a loophole there that they maneuvered themselves into, which is beautiful. Congratulations, Hong. You're an absolute idiot.
Well,
Totally. Yeah.
they're such idiots, just like Hong and them intercepting Steph's whatchamacallit services. Like you can't just have third parties open up legal papers and think this is okay. If I was a local and Joseph Lasniak was my attorney, knowing that he has these frauds in and out, having access to everybody's shit in his office, I don't know how people are okay with that.
No, that's not right.
And don't forget, Nick denied ever having any association with Trump on the answers. When he answered to my preliminary objections,
shit.
he denied that he ever said he's associated with Trump.
Oh, that's not true. He said
It's funny how people talk loud and like Nick. I was never a fan of Nick.
Oh yeah.
All talk.
Oh
Big
no.
No, they type loud is what they do.
Yeah.
They sit on Twitter all day, likely in the dark, sitting next to each other in fucking matching little teddy bear boxers. So proud, like, look what I just wrote, bro. Oh no shit, look what I just wrote, bro. Oh, Grady got a big head. Oh, barbecue looks like an avocado. And yet they want people to believe they're professionals that work for the fucking elite.
Yeah, no way.
I've never seen a professional conduct themselves that way, ever.
Or threatening people and then saying,
Right.
oh, we're elite. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Threatening people and then turning around and saying, we're being threatened, Judge. Give us a gag order. They're hurting our public reputations. How's your reputation standing today?
Grady, the visual imagery is priceless. I'm sorry. It just is. They're teddy bear boxers. Oh, I love that. I love all of this for them. This is just such a beautiful, amazing, bright, shining day.
Yep.
It's
Can
beautiful.
I also add a little petty moment that for the people who were scuttling around sending stuff to lawyers and scuttlebutting around because of just they didn't like a person, they didn't like
Oh my
Granny,
God.
they didn't
Yes.
like something she has
Yes.
said or something or at some
Yeah.
point.
Talk to them.
Entirely.
35.
Oh yeah, and more. Shady,
Right.
fuck you. All
Shady,
of
can you
those
stop
people.
emailing me thinking I don't know that you're shady? Does anybody else know that Shady hides amongst our community as a supporter? Like, we don't realize you're you. And the most obvious part is every time I say I know who you are, you send me an email of support. You give yourself away. You're not even good at it. Look at this sentence. And a sprawling and at times almost incomprehensible document, and over the course of 79 pages and 350 paragraphs, the complaint and the civil action suggests that various statements of, even a judge is saying your shit made no sense. It's crackpot ramblings.
I mean, and it's a big, people are very fond in certain chats of dropping red flags for a variety of reasons. That's a huge fucking red flag to a judge whenever you drop that amount of drivel in front of them. They don't have the time. If you have merit to your argument, it is bare bones bullet point. Here is the information. Doof, let's go.
Right.
That is not what was provided. You showed your hand without the judge even having to read it. That is hilarious.
Is that a direct quote there? That in a sprawling and at times almost incomprehensible document.
Yes, that's the judge.
I love it. I love it. It reads like an incel manifesto of true crime fanfic.
Hold on a second, because TMZ does want a statement, but I want to call my attorney first.
Yeah.
Hey, Rowena.
Hey.
I'm going to give him a call.
Okay.
Hey, Roro.
Well, hey.
Do you need me to stay for a second, Rowena?
No, go
okay,
ahead. No,
thank
go
you.
take care of your business, girl. Go take care of your business.
What you up to, Ro?
What's up? What's up, baby?
All the things.
All the things. But I can see how this is going to get spun. Y'all get ready for it.
All right.
Okay.
Lay it on me.
All right. It hurts to think like some of these people, but
does.
You do. You do.
Yeah, you have
but
to.
What's going to come out now is why do I have to pay Granny when the community, when Granny didn't pay any money, it was the GoFundMe. Why do I have to pay Granny money? Let me educate before that comes out. The community supported Granny just like they supported Queen, right?
Right.
And if I have $10 in my budget, okay, and I want to give it to Granny or Queen or whatever, whoever I want to give it to, and they have a legal GoFundMe, a lot of people break up that 10, give 5 to the GoFundMe, 5 to the person, or they
Yep.
just give it all to the GoFundMe, or they just give it all to the person.
Yep.
But that's how that's how this goes. And I don't care if it's $5 out of somebody's pocket or $25,000 out of somebody's pocket given. That $5 might be just as important to that 25 grand that was given to somebody else, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just my
Yeah.
opinion. If I had, look, if I was rolling like that, baby, this community wouldn't have to pay a dime for this legal bullshit. I would finance and fund roll it. I would bankroll it all.
Yep.
Well, the thing they're going to try and PR spin is just that it was money collected from the community. It wouldn't matter to the court if Granny had stood on a street corner with a cup and asked
Yeah.
strangers for a
Right.
dime on the
Yeah,
way
because it's in her
past.
name.
But
Yeah, the court doesn't give a toot about that. Remember, these are the same people that shut down and closed her GoFundMe,
Oh yeah.
lying to GoFundMe, saying that she had criminal charges pending.
yeah,
They did that. So whenever they try this little false maneuver, and I agree with Rowena, it will be one amongst many of little maneuvers that are coming. We see it. We already know what yous are going to do. It's stupid, but go ahead if that's what you have to tell yourself. Fine, go ahead. You're not going to be able to pay your bills like that, but carry on. Do all the things. The court will have your answer.
Well, they shot themselves in the foot with the GoFundMe getting it shut down the way they did because that is proof that they prevented Granny from earning funds.
That's very true.
I
well, I
think.
don't know. I've just heard this for almost in June, almost 2 years. And I'm not even going to shout out the people that have talked shit on Queen's legal fund for almost 2 years. When you see the documentation and go look at the docket of all the bullshit he's had to answer, if y'all know of a good free attorney, even a piece of shit charges you. So
Right.
that's why I'm saying I just whether you like somebody or you don't, people around here, some people can't adult enough to put personal feelings aside for a cause. And you're a weak person if you can't do that. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
We were
Amen.
talking earlier, and I think that the play some of them, like Betty, might make is something to the effect of, "Oh, we felt like this was going to go this way anyways. We can't really comment on the ongoing suit one way or the other because it's going to the appeal process. We were expecting it to get to the higher court. When you deal with things on the level we are, it normally has to get to them anyways. And they're more. I mean, I can just hear it. I can
Yeah.
hear the bullshit that they're going to be trying to say."
And if y'all didn't listen to Chris Proudfoot's words, like really listen earlier, um, people doing all the fuck shit, y'all might want to stop. Just go
Yeah.
back and listen. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And I don't know Dick. Don't
Yep.
talk to him. I don't know anything. But I'm just saying, people can only take so much, and especially off of their missing child.
And they've been very gracious to these hate-filled people.
And but that's all I wanted to say. But yeah, that's how this is going to be spun, is why should I have to pay Granny when it was other people that gave her the money? No, baby, let me tell you something. I was in a lawsuit for 2 years. It got well, anyway, the other side's attorney ended up getting sanctioned and arrested in the courtroom on the news. And it all turned out good. But for that 2 years, and it didn't cost me a dime. It didn't cost me one penny, not one. it was a different kind of case. It didn't cost me anything. It wasn't the money. It was the stress.
Oh
It
yeah.
was an 8-hour deposition.
Yep.
It was having to speak to attorneys. It was 4 attorneys out of Atlanta. It was going in meeting. It was
Having to learn all this shit, the
it was
intricacies
stress on
of
my
it.
family, my marriage. So money is not, I mean, I know to these cats money's everything, but my family suffered. And if y'all don't believe that, then I hope you're the next one. I really
Yeah.
do.
Granny
Amen to that.
was
Plus, I didn't raise enough to cover all of my fees anyhow. So
Thank you.
I didn't think you did.
But
That's
look,
right.
Granny, I know you just got off that phone call. Don't tell what you're going to do unless you want to. But look, I just want to put this little number out there. Betty got $400 off of Nick for her 20-second breaking interview with Dog walking to his car. The first Rico, shoot for the moon, baby. Get as much as you can for these paperwork.
Absolutely. I agree.
Anyway. But
well,
I'm
yeah,
hot
because
down.
this is going to set precedents, right? And this needs to set even more precedents, like our attorney said during this anti-SLAPP hearing. Like, we're asking that you make people aware that not only would this be the first ever in Pennsylvania, but that particularly Delaware County won't put up with this type of tomfoolery. And that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Right. It needs to get out there. People need to hear this. I mean, this is a huge thing.
I got a hot down, but congratulations, Granny. And from one of those 50 plus does, thank you to both of you ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. I
Thank you
truly
for not
appreciate
giving
it.
up. I couldn't get, my lawyer didn't answer yet, so I don't know.
All right. Well, thank y'all. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Granny, I've been up
Bye,
here
Roro.
a while too. I think I'm going to get down. I wanted to tell you that I appreciate you fighting it. Congratulations. Crimson Moon told me to tell you the same thing.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
And
Crimson.
I hope that
She's a sweetheart.
Yes, she is. That I hope you have a wonderful day and you deserve it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I think
Yeah.
we all deserve it. Sebastian deserves it.
Amen.
We all, you know what I mean? This is everybody that has fought through this deserves it.
Yeah,
Granny,
I'm about to jump down, but I wanted to say congratulations. Yo, come to Philly. Yo, we'll have a drink on me.
Thank you. All
right, have a good day.
This is what they said, right? Fuck around, find out. Right near the Declaration of Independence was signed. Hell yeah. Yeah, he was over a month late. He didn't respond until there was a court date. And in their responses, they contradicted what they said during the court date.
Granny, go celebrate being you. You did it. This is not only a personal victory, but you've set a way for all of us. And I don't think I still don't think the gravity of it has set in yet, but you've really done something for everyone besides yourself in all of this too. And don't diminish that, and go celebrate being you. Congratulations. I'm going to hop down and God
Thank you. I appreciate you coming up.
You're welcome.
Go to a nice steak restaurant. 5
Yeah,
star.
right.
Celebrate.
Fucking right.
Get yourself a tomahawk steak. You know, the most expensive one. I would.
Oh yeah. Listen, I do. I appreciate all the support. And I appreciate you all coming up. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and get done what I need to do. Call my family members and get ready to go. Take you all with me to get a tattoo. Let's fucking celebrate.
Well, I just have to say, I am so happy for you. You deserve this, all the pain and suffering and everything you've gone through. And this is a huge deal. And I agree with Regina on that.
Yeah.
You guys have done amazing for this community. And hopefully this will shut some people up, straighten some people up, and make them think twice. So anyway, I love y'all. I will talk to you later. You have a wonderful day and you celebrate, girl.
Thank you.
And we're all looking forward to having you back, Granny, whenever it suits you. Take some time to recalibrate. We know you're not finished yet entirely by any stretch, but we have missed you. We miss your company. Even though you've been here, all of the things have been obvious no matter how you try to hide it. We miss having you around all the time, so we'll be happy to have you back.
Oh, thank you, Lee.
We
Oh,
love you.
sorry, Aaron, I didn't read. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you for having
Lee.
me up, Granny.
My
You take
stomach's in
care.
knots. Thank you. Thank you.
If you can, reach out to me. Regina knows my info.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
All right.
That's crazy.
Have a blessed day, everybody.
You as well.
Bye,
Thank you,
Eddie.
Wendy, for your support. I really appreciate that. Take a day or two and hit the shore just for a quick grounding to regroup. That is a good idea. We are on spring break. I could do that. But I think we know how we have to go out. Kenneth, thank you so much for coming up.
Absolutely. I'm going to jump down to the chat to join in with everybody. Thanks
I
for
got
having
your
us up,
I got your
Granny.
little hands, Wee. I got you this time. I got you.
Hold my little hands, Granny. Hold them.
You want the thumbs up? You want the pointing finger or the peace finger?
All of them.
Oh, wait, we got a high five, a slap. I'll do the
I
hand.
want,
Yeah.
I want all of the tiny hands. They are giving me life, just the thought of it.
I got you. I got you.
Okay, be good. Proud of you, Granny. See you later.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't even think Ken is still here with us, so I'm going to go ahead and drop you, Ken. Thank you so much for coming up. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Oh, Miss Robin, I'm getting ready to wrap it up. But I do sincerely appreciate all of your support throughout all of it. I hope the people that ran around slandering me, harassing me, threatening me, blackmailing me, intimidating me, I hope every single one of you apologize for the months of misinformation and delusional sproutings that you've done. I hope each and every one of you sit back and realize the impact you have had on Sebastian Rogers' case and why not many people are talking about Sebastian to this day. I hope many of you realize that you and only you by yourself impacted this missing child's case by wanting so badly to be part of a team of convicts, a team of people who don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about the missing child. All they gave a shit about was their own 5 minutes of fame, and they did it at any and all costs. And you accepted that. You helped that. You allowed that. And I hope for every single one of you that thought that was acceptable, that thought it was some cute little game you were playing, that thought that this was no big deal and that it was the right thing to do because, well, Seth Rogers and Tony Mathis and Dog the Bounty Hunter said it. You know, I heard Terry Lynn mention a few times that she signed the stupid NDA because she thought Dog the Bounty Hunter was involved in it. Well, Dog the Bounty Hunter is involved in it. But as you can see today, Dog the Bounty Hunter will go down in PA law, the place he belongs. As the fraudsters, as the LARPers, as the justice system abusing pieces of shit they are. And while you all sit over there and your hypocritical puddle of sweat defending Betty, while over there preaching that what you're doing in PA is acceptable, I hope you all realize that the time has come for the games to stop. And there's only one left to do, and that will be seeing justice against what Betty did. You all fucked around and found out. Way to go, Brittany. I bet you everybody's proud.